Sports Encyclopedia. U.S. Steve Kim. Got Trent in the cut.
What are you?
He's the best.
Yeah.
He's a master motivator.
I'm a master motivator. I ain't no regular ass motivator. I'm a fucking master.
Coaches tried to make practice so hard that the game was less intrusive. Like they coached you that way. Like people think, well, they were just yelling. No, they were trying to put you under stress and put you in under duress so that when you got in the game, you could mentally handle adversity.
If you go through JUCO and you make it out of JUCO, you can make it anywhere.
I respect the hell out of you to see that you're doing what you're doing and still doing what you're doing for real, the way you do it, man. From day one, you had the same enthusiasm. You keep the same enthusiasm, and it's fucking contagious.
In my opinion, I think Shedeur Sanders is the best deep ball in college football. I don't think
Can you just say something nice about Shedeur Sanders?
I love talking ball. It's nice to connect with guys that are like-minded and just are real and genuine.
And I'll proudly stand up next to you all. God bless America.
You said belt to ass, T-Rich. You got the belt around you.
Smitty and Jason Brown.
Coach JB Show.
Yeah, we are in the building. Talk that talk Tuesday. Talk and I will talk back. We are on the realest show on planet Earth. Make sure you pound that like, subscribe, become a member. We are live. Steve Kim's in the building today. My main man, Big Smitty, of course. And we are live in the building. So pound that like and make sure you head on over to our other channel, Slap Nation, with Bailey and I, that we did our second show yesterday. We'll be doing another one this Friday. 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. So head on over there. Talk some Chargers football this week, this Friday. So head on over there and make sure you subscribe to that channel as well. We got a lot going on, man. And I'm happy to be here on a Tuesday. And all I got to say is, did the Eagles get cold feet and adhere to the public pressure, or was it all a lie? This show is powered by BetUS. Make sure you head on over there and use the promo code CoachJB, 150% bonus on your first deposit. Head on over there today. I tend to think it was the latter. I tend to believe they adhered to the pressure. And both parties got together, the White House and the Philadelphia Eagles, along with Roger Goodell in the NFL, and this was corrected. And this is what America needed and what the NFL needs. I hope it happens, and I hope that the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles show up on the lawn, the White House, and this can all be old news. This is what our country needs. Not more divide, more drama, more right versus left, more black versus white. We need solidarity, unity, and agree to disagree, which makes for great conversations in the greatest country in the world. But what do I know? Let's bring my main man in, man, our Far East Sider, 317, LeBron hairline having, Lamar Jackson loving, AR5 jocking, and Caitlin Clark swinging. Our main man, Fox Sports' very own, Big Smitty. Welcome, my man.
What's going on, man? I see JB got the Garfield shirt on. Fun fact, the creator of Garfield from Indiana.
You know what to say, though? You hear what to say, though?
Just pretend I'm listening. That's me every day on the show when you talking. What's going on, chat, though? We got Lucy Lou, we got G Wizzy, we got Cambray, Gene, Quentin A, Max Hess, Ill Bill, Josh Pele, Jonathan Kidd, Robo and Mojo, Alan Lopez, and Vincent Conrad, the OG. What's going on, y'all, man? It's your boy Big Smitty. I'm getting my haircut lit on this afternoon, if God willing. We got a load of show for y'all, man. How y'all doing?
We do, man. So I get up in the morning, make my bed, and do all the shit I always do. First thing I do, make a bed.
Every morning.
So I'm always up too. Always up early, way early. Today I'm up. I'm just sitting there. Callie didn't sleep well. She was up all night. I don't know why. Something wrong with her. So I woke up at 5, and then I knocked out. Woke back up 5:50. I was like, damn.
That's how it be.
Ran out here, hopped on. Bailey got everything going. Let me do a real ad-lib lead in today. I just wing everything today.
I like it that way. A lot of times, like the days when we just wing stuff, it ends up being some of our best shows ever. So I'm looking forward to this one. You know what I mean? And I can't judge you. We know I've been late on the show a couple times. Happened to me. That exact thing has happened to me before. Why I woke up.
I never been late though.
I'm chilling. I'm like, just for some reason I just doze off. You know what I mean?
I never been late though.
I understand, but we both grown, man, and sometimes life happens. You had a long weekend, long day yesterday. The chat don't know what you had to go through when you left this. You did 2 shows back to back. Had to get the house cleaned up. You had all type of stuff going on, so I get it, man.
You darker than usual today. You blacker than usual.
That's like hella racist to say some shit like that. Like,
I'm gonna give you context.
Yeah,
that's what we do.
All right.
Your lighting is horrible. You have a huge black line through your face, and it's a horrible shadow, and it's worst I've ever seen. I've never seen this lighting so bad at your house.
Okay.
So, yeah, look at that shadow. Bailey, am I wrong? He has a huge black line right through his face like this. Look at how dark he is, Bailey. Like, I've never seen it. I want to address something real quick. Tall Texan 927 Abel, great name, by the way. I'm sure it's a legitimate name. Said, I'm part of the divide just like everyone else. I don't blame you for calling out the left after they've called everyone else out, but at the end of the day, it's still part of the divide. First of all, let me explain something. I give you my opinion on which way I lean. I also give you the other side, and then I bring it together. A lot of you guys refuse to listen to one side or the other and only have your side. That's the divide. See, I'll come out here and call out a right-wing motherfucker if he's wrong, or a left-wing motherfucker. And right now, it's horrible lighting. Right now, I don't like boys playing with girls in sports. A lot of the things I don't like happen to be right, conservative leaning. Back in the day when I was little, I was left-leaning, but left used to be right. Right used to be left. It's crazy now. But it is what it is. Smitty's lighting's fucked.
I still look. You know what's funny though? Like with bad lighting or good lighting, I still look better than you. You know what I'm saying? Like my hair ain't cut right now. I got patches of hair all over my face. I just been in the grind mode. Like camp. You remember camp? You know how it is during camp. 2-3 weeks. You just grind mode. You ain't getting your hair cut. Nothing. That's the mode I'm in right now, and I still look better than you, Jason. That's the crazy. That's contrary to belief. That's the crazy thing about it.
Yeah, you don't look near as good as me. Let's dive into the quote of the day. Let's dive into the quote of the day. Because is it 10 minutes in? Yeah, we're 10 minutes in. Quote of the day for everybody out there. TikTok probably banned me right now.
Brought to you by BetUS. Go to BetUS. Bet up to $2,000 on your first deposit. Get what is it? 150% welcome bonus, plus security, plus protection, all that. Go there right now.
You asking me or telling me?
Confirming with you.
Quote of the day. Brought to you by BetUS. As Smitty just eloquently stated, dick and pussy is everywhere, but a person who actually gives a fuck about you isn't. You know where I was going.
I was not expecting that, homie. You ain't never sit down the quote of the day before. That top 12. I was not expecting that. That caught me off.
Really? I thought you didn't want to lie. I didn't think you liked that one.
I love that one because like now you're going outside the box. Now like that's the authentic JB quote. You didn't Google that. You didn't. Stop sugar.
That's mine. It's crazy. It's funny. I get DMs. Top 87.
That's top 12 only because you know why Sugar on the Realm. That's top 12 it's 100% authentic. Like nobody can say he stole that from anybody. Come on, OG. No. Like that's him. Some of the other quotes I be having to Google, but he got it from Google and then change.
Vince don't like it because it starts with cuss words.
Right? Yeah, Vince is real about a book, and I respect him because he just straightforward. You know what I mean? Glasses on, collared shirt. You know, iron.
They really be
like see? Damn, Lucy came in tough. Top 100.
Yeah, I think I mean it's probably my best
one
one.
more time, I think, so they can get the answer the right way.
Brought to you by Bet US, $156. Dick and pussy is everywhere, but a person who actually gives a fuck about you isn't. I'll put that shit on a t-shirt. Matter of fact, I might put on a t-shirt today.
Do it today because it really is everywhere. Like if you a single man or woman, you can go find out right now. Like 1, 2, 3, right now. But you can't go find somebody who cares about you right now. Sugar and Rim said, not a lot of thought put into that one. So yeah, probably a JB original. They roasted your ass this morning.
Catch you. Hey, I love the quote. I might use it every day. Contrary to belief, brought to you by Prize Picks. Head on over there, use the promo code CoachJB. Smitty, I don't walk away to teach people a lesson. I walk away when I've learned mine. Ooh, shit.
I hope you oversleep every day. You come with the heat. Now, when you don't think you just go, you way better. That's when you at your best, homie.
Crow and the Eagle. I mean, I don't do that. That's why I'm Crow and the Eagle. I don't do the Crow and the Eagle. I don't walk away to teach people a lesson. I walk away when I've learned mine. That's just what it is. I don't need to teach you nothing. I learned my shit. I learned that I can't teach you nothing.
Did you write that or did Bailey write that? I know because you came in so late. Did Bailey got to fill in for you or did you do that?
Nah, I just free ad-libbed it.
That's impressive, homie. I'm not gonna lie. Like those two, that's one of your better days in a long time. Start waking up late. Get on the show at 5:50 every day. Like don't think, just go.
Nah, I got shit to do. I don't have my coffee right now.
That's perfect though. I think you're better without coffee. I think coffee ruined you.
Nah, I'm kind of pissed off.
Well, Leah said shots fired. I don't know what's that in reference to, but I just want to take this time to say good morning, Leah. Thanks for joining the show again. You've been one of my long-standing members, and we appreciate you for being a part of the show.
Where's Leah at?
She's right on the screen. You don't see it?
Nah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take her off. I was gonna say good morning to Leah.
I look for Leah usually. I don't see her.
Yeah, I just say good morning to her because I didn't see her earlier. I want to make sure I greet her personally.
I usually look for Leah first, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So let's dive into the show. We got a lot to discuss. First of all, my lead-in, Smitty, real quick was, did the Eagles get cold feet? So here's what it is. I talked to Pac-Man Jones yesterday. Pac-Man's going to be on the show this week.
Pac-Man.
So Pac-Man Jones will be on the show this week. I'm going on his show on Monday. He'll be on he'll be on this show this week. I think Thursday or Friday, Pac-Man will be on. But Pac-Man came out as well, and I talked to him last night about it. He said it as well on his show. His inside sources as well said that the Eagles definitely 1,000% turned down the offer that we said yesterday. We'll break that down. I'm sure Pac-Man has inside sources because I'm sure he does. I mean, I think he talks to everybody on most teams. They still know him. He said that they definitely turned down the offer. And then last night, Trump and the White House came out and basically said, we didn't even offer. So it clears up both parties, Smitty, in my opinion. And I think it was a smart move. And now I think the Eagles have came out since and said, if offered, we'd love to go. So do you think this is a PR move to fix it on both sides and come together and realize this is best for everybody involved? Or do you think they never got offered?
I think it's just some misinformation thrown out. I don't know. Because when I saw this last night, I was like, damn, this is the complete opposite of what we was talking about today on the show and what the early reports came out was. Because now they're saying that we'll be honored to visit the White House. So I'm like, hold on. Like, how do you go from – so what I'm saying is either, A, somebody got wrong information on the initial report, A, B, the owner or whatever, the GM had a complete, like, just refreshing of the mind. Or C, something else that I can't think of right now. So I don't know what happened, but to your point yesterday, in the grand scheme of things, it's an honor to attend the White House in general, regardless of who's there. That's been the tradition that's been going on forever since before me. So it's like, all right, let's keep it going regardless who's in there. You're not really going because of who's the sitting president. You're going because of just the honor it is to represent the country, be in the White House, and check that box off your resume. So I'm glad that the Eagles responded, saying that they're would be honored to go, and I'm hoping that that Trump will go ahead and actually extend the invite as well. And again, for the players who don't want to go, cool, you have every right not to go. And for the players who want to go, they have the right to go. And I think it's that simple.
Yeah,
keep like that.
There's just no way, Smitty, in my opinion, that a swing state and a major state, a state you need for a presidency in Pennsylvania that Trump won, and usually a Democratic state like California. There's no way 100% of that roster said, fuck Trump, fuck no, I'm not going. You know what I'm saying?
Of course not.
That's what I'm saying, though. I think there was, before it became nasty and half the team came out and was like, man, we want to fucking go to the White, and then the other half was like, fuck that, I ain't going. Before all that happened and came out and players started doing podcasts, Smitty, and saying, I wanted to go, and other cats was like, nah, we agreed not to go. Before all that even occurs, I'm glad that they nipped it in the bud and said, hey, let's save face, no harm, no foul, fucking, if we're invited, we'll go. People that don't want to show up, they'll call in sick. Nobody will know shit, and it is what it is. That's just what I think happened. Because there's no way half that roster don't want to go. There's no way 100% want to go, and there's no way 100% don't want to go.
Yeah, either way.
So I just think it's safe face. I think it's good for everybody. So I'm glad they fixed that and nipped it in the bud, and we'll see how that thing goes. So I'm glad that they came out. I would think that's probably a White House decision to kind of have their PR. You would hope the White House, our government's PR team, is smart enough to say, you know what, we'll save face and we'll issue this statement right here after they probably talked. I'm sure they talked. And Smitty, even go further in depth. Billionaires stick together. I don't give a fuck. Right, left. I don't give a fuck. 90% of the NFL money was donated from owner group money. Jerry Jones, Kraft, a lot of these guys donated money to one side or the other.
Right.
During the election.
Yeah, election, yeah.
So, and the billionaires still at the end of the day stick together. And a lot of this billionaire money, I'm sure Trump has insight on who has who. And, Trump knew Jerry Jones they've known each other for 45, 50 years. Billionaires stick together. They've known each other. All these different owners known each other. He knows half the NFL owner group. Remember back in the day, Trump was involved in football, USFL, and all kind of other shit. So, there's oil money involved. There's money involved. They're going to end up coming together and saying, you know what? Let's keep our money tight. Like that, and that's just what it is, dog. Like at the end of the day, we're still gonna be the little fish in the sea. And
it ain't right, left is green, homie.
Yeah. And the big fish eat little fish, by the way.
Yeah.
And in this case, the Eagles are a little fish in a big scheme of things, and they're a little fish in a big pond. And they're Super Bowl champs.
How are me and you gonna become at least the medium fish? How are we gonna get to that level, JB?
We're big fish.
We are?
Yeah. In a small pond.
Ah, okay. All right. There you go.
We want to be big fish in a big pond.
Or at least medium-sized fish in the big pond. I'd be cool if I'm in the medium.
We'll get eight.
No, we'll be cool. As long as we ain't causing no problem.
Can't be medium in a big pond. Big fish will eat the medium fish.
Okay. Can we be medium in a medium pond?
No, there's no medium pond. There's a big pond and a little pond. In a little pond, if you're the big fish in a little pond, we're king.
So run around the Eagles. You're saying the Eagles are small fish in the big pond, is what you're saying.
Yeah. So they had to say, all right, don't eat us, take us.
we might as well stay in this pine then, because I mean,
right now,
unless you got a billionaire playing.
For right now, but I'm saying we want to be a big fish in the big pond, though.
But the only way to do that, based upon your logic, is to become a billionaire.
Nah, just we got to be the big fish in the big pond. Little fish in a little pond, they'll get ate eventually because there's a big fish in a little pond that'll pop up.
But homie, the Eagles as an organization and the individual players are rich as hell. So if the Eagles are small fish in the big pond, what the hell do we got to do to become the big fish in the big pond to surpass the Eagles? That's my question. We got to become billionaires.
So the government's the big fish in the big pond. They saw the Eagles, and they saw the Eagles in the little pond.
Right.
They're like, hey, you're the big fish in the little pond. We'll eat you. Or you come on over to our big pond, and we'll allow you to survive. Eagle said, all right, yes, sir, and we'll go. Or they can stay over there and die.
But if you're the Eagles and a crow comes, what happens?
The eagle and the crow, if they collide in the air, they fall. One goes in the big pond, one goes in the little pond. Whoever survives out of that becomes the NFL head coach.
That's free game. That's free game. I did not know that. It makes sense though now when I think about it. So that's what Coach Sirianni, was it Sirianni? No, that's what Coach. Yep, exactly for the Jets. That's what he was trying to say. He just couldn't articulate it properly. Got you. Okay. This whole time I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. It makes sense now. All right, my fault. We can move forward. I just want to get some clarity on that.
So, big fish, little pond theory. We're gonna get that on a t-shirt. Poll question though, Smitty. Let's dive right into the poll question. Must anticipated poll question.
Bailey's so mad.
Should the NFL ban the tush push? Now, I made a little video yesterday. Everyone's pissed off at me. Diana Rossini, all things know her football. She has something to say about it. She has a vote in the MVP race as well. Because I remember watching her take a 3-step drop back in my day when I was growing up watching quarterbacks. And anyway, the brotherly tush push, whatever you call the play. Well, Diana, you should know what they call the play. The Packers have submitted a proposal to ban it. So I saw Chase Sr. came out. He covers the Eagles. And he's like, man, it's kind of, a leak came out that the Packers, a team who lost to the Eagles in the playoffs, turned them in. Well, listen, they've been turned in before.
It's kind of soft.
They've been turned in. This is not a turn in. This is a proposal by other teams who have also said to ban this play. And the league overrode it. Remember, just a year or two ago, they tried to do this as well. Smitty, should they ban it? I guess let's dive right into a yes or no question.
I want to see your video. Can I see your video? Because I didn't watch it. I saw you post it, but I don't watch your content online. Like I try to wait until the show gets here. So can I watch it real quick? Is that possible?
Oh, my video?
Your video that's going viral. I want to see it. The chat want to see it.
Oh, yeah.
What up, man? Listen, man, the real Coach JB here. The tush push ban is back in effect. The Green Bay Packers apparently got leaked that they are some snitch-ass, bitch-ass motherfuckers. Happen to lose to the Eagles in the playoffs this year. They have put out a memo saying that this tush push should be banned. Listen, I've been against it from gate. I believe it is unfair practice. The reason why is this. The defense has a disadvantage. I can put 500, 600, 700 pounds behind the quarterback in a running start, push them, and the defense can't jump over the center, or it's an automatic touchdown if you're in the goal line area, as you've seen this past year against the Washington Commanders in the NFC divisional round. This is the issue I have. If it's unfair to the defense, and I'm an offensive guy, and they can't combat it with some sort of leverage, then it's a bitch-ass fucking rule. And it should be banned, in my opinion.
All right, so I got my boys that are Eagle fans, my boy Dave, and everybody's like, man, well, why don't nobody else run it? Well, here, contrary to belief, the Bills do run it, and their success rate is actually the same. If you look at it, I had to look it up yesterday after I had all this fucking online banter. The Bills do it, and when they do it, they don't do it as much. But when they do it, their percentage actually is the same. So their success rate is exactly the same. Here's what I have to say, Smitty, before you dive into this. Number one, if every team in football wanted to practice and do it, they could do it. It's not a play this is a play that we can actually take and run by every single team in America if they wanted to do it. Here's the reason why. Smitty, you and I know that NFL and football coaches are the most egotistical creatures on planet Earth. Coaches are. We're egotistical. Players are right there with us. Coaches are a little more. Players are right there. What happens, Smitty, when you design a play and then I immediately steal it and I start running it?
They're going to start saying, oh, you took that from so-and-so, this, that, yeah.
And people really think why wouldn't you do it? And I said, have you ever played a coach? No. It's on Instagram. That's why. Just shut the fuck up. I wouldn't steal it if that play. So remember, let's dive into this, Smitty, and break this play down. Please explain, Smitty, to the people out there as a D tackle trying to stop this. Please let everybody know this is not a quarterback sneak. Everybody out there on social media keeps coming at me like quarterback sneaks have been around for 100 years. This ain't quarterback sneak. Stop saying this is quarterback sneak. This is rugby football. If you go watch a rugby football play, go watch rugby in fucking, Australia or Fiji or Hawaii. This is a rugby football play. And all it is old wing T wedge where fucking three guys get in the backfield and push the QB. This is not a quarterback sneak. And I want to be clear. Coaches are going to be like, fuck that play. We're not going to do that shit every single time. Well, the Bills took it and they run it here and there. I think they're like 90% success rate. And I think a couple other teams have done it or whatever. But the Eagles, literally, this is their baby. This is like me creating, inside zone off of pull bubble attachment off triple option. And then Smitty comes and sees it. And it's like, all right, I like that play. I'm going to run it maybe in the red zone one time. That's what the Bills did, right? They took it and they'll do it here and there. Most teams won't do it. Here's the Eagle fans is what blow my mind. Like, you guys that are fanboys out here have no gray area thinking. Like, you can't think as a whole and be honest with yourselves. Like, that's what's crazy to me. Like, be honest. Don't say that no one else can do it because it's your team doing it. If it was any other team doing it, you would be bitching and crying too. Stop, Eagle fans. If this was the fucking Rams doing it every single play and they do it against you, you'd be crying and complaining, just like the rest of the league is crying and complaining about this play. I'm telling you, as an offensive guy, the play needs to be banned because of the clear disadvantage, which is in the rule book. If you go look at what a foul is, okay, in the rule book, in the NFL rule book, it is a distinct advantage over your opponent. That is a foul. That is a penalty. That is like, okay, if I turn the receiver by the jersey, guess what it is? It's a PI. It's a flag. It's a distinct advantage over your opponent. Smitty, if this isn't the most distinct advantage over your opponent and it's being allowed in football history, I don't know what is. And I don't think it's a conspiracy like the Chiefs Queendom conspiracies of the referees and all that shit. The Eagles beat the Chiefs fair and square up and down the field. This play didn't win that game. Okay, let's be clear. But what it is this play right here, Smitty, in crucial situations, third short, fourth short, it's a 90-whatever% conversion rate because of how the rule is allowed and devised. This is a sumo, inch to inch, dick to dick, hip to hip, punt block, punt return, punt formation. Is it not, Smitty?
No, it basically is the way you line up.
I get 600 pounds of me before the ball rolling at the snap, Smitty, rolling 600 pounds against a stale defensive line wall who now has to take a O-line that knows the snap count and sumo my knees at the snap, which, by the way, can be manipulated, right? The O-line, the offense knows the snap count. I can go on first down. I can go on one. I can go on two. get up to the line, hut, and snap that bitch. And you're not even set. I get up to the line, hut, set, hut. And now you fucking jump off sides like Luvo did, and jumped over 5 times. I can get up there and hut, set. I can get up there and change my count. So if you're going to keep the play, then mandate it on first down then, NFL. Make them snap the ball on first down or it's a penalty. I don't know.
Listen, I'm a D tackle, I'm a D lineman, so like obviously I'm not a big fan of the play, but to ban it just I don't know, man. Like to me, the Eagles found a loophole in the rules and found a creative way to run a different variation of a QB sneak that has worked to almost 100% ratio in short yardage situation. My thing is this: why are we penalizing them for finding a loophole? Like it's not like they.
It's not a loophole, Smitty. I don't see the loophole. I think it's illegal. It's in the playbook. It's in the rule book as illegal play.
But it's not illegal. They've been doing it for 2 years now. So I get it.
What I'm saying is
that they've tried to ban it last year.
Let me ask you a question.
So it is.
Let me ask you a question.
And there are other teams that have tried. I've seen other teams try to do it and not do it this good. I'm gonna be real with you too. Like
no,
the Bills do
I
a good
understand.
job of it, but
because they don't. Like I said, it's an Eagle thing. They're not going to practice it like the Eagles do. They're not going to take it as their number one bread and butter short yardage play. Most teams aren't going to do it. So the Eagles do it. That's their bread and butter. A lot of teams ain't going to copy it and do it 1,000 times a day like they do. It's what it is. They become great at it over time. Here, let me ask you something. If I'm running an open field and you grab me as a defensive tackler, my offensive player comes along and pushes me in the back and drives and takes me 15 yards. Is that a penalty or not?
If I'm tackling you,
you're tackling me. I'm running. You got me tackled. You got me right.
You up and the old line or somebody come behind
my receiver comes. My receiver comes and pushes me with you tackling me all the way to the end zone. Is it illegal or not?
No, that's not illegal, JB.
Yes, it is illegal.
No, it ain't.
Yes, it is illegal. It's a 15-yard penalty. Go Google it right now. It's aiding and abetting the ball carrier. So how is it aiding and abetting the ball carrier not when I push 600 pounds this fucking quarterback? Like, that's what I don't get, homie.
Are you sure?
Like,
I remember in college when I scooped up, it was a QB sack, strip sack. I picked up the ball. Old lineman was wrapping me up. He couldn't get me down. My whole team I wish I had to play. My whole team got behind me and was pushing me for 15 yards before I fell down. No penalty, nothing.
They blow the whistle, Smitty. They have to blow the whistle at some point, and then they bring the ball back to the original spot.
We got some bad refs. I swear to God. All right, I don't know. Okay.
Smitty, you can't. I'm just telling you, listen. I don't give a fuck about it. I swear to God, I don't really care about the rule. Here's the issue, though. I'm an offensive guy, and I'm the offensive guy.
Right, and I'm a defensive guy.
The game should be fairly played. This is already a hard enough game. So if the defense cannot do anything against this to combat it, then it's a clear and distinct advantage. It is an unfair practice advantage, homie. If Smitty cannot leap over the pile, and let me ask you, if I can't do it on PAT, I can't do it on field goal, I can't leap over you on punt, but you can do what? Fake punt. You can fake it and run through the middle. You can run it around the corner. You can do it out there. You can change the snap count. You can tush push me and wedge block me, sumo block me at the line of scrimmage, hip-to-hip alignment, and you can push me with 600 pounds of linemen and weight behind you. Can I get behind Chris Jones, who almost had his neck broken, by the way, on this play? Can I get behind him in a line of 6 guys and push him to blow up the center? I'm asking. No, they won't allow it. They don't allow it. So why not? What's the difference? Why can't I put 3 guys behind Chris Jones and push Chris Jones against those 6 guys?
It wouldn't work, but I understand what you're saying.
But I'm saying it's a clear cut advantage. I mean,
yeah.
Like this is stupid. Like at some point I have to fucking can I stand on Chris Jones' back? Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is stupid, homie. Like, I know what I'm saying is funny, but I'm being honest. There's no difference. If I stand on Chris Jones's back as a linebacker and jump over the fucking pile at the snap, what is the difference? Now we're talking. You want to make this dumbass have this clear, distinct advantage? Then let me do some shit. I want to do some shit. Like, I don't understand. Okay, let me just say this without talking any more about it. What can the defense do that's similar to this offensive formation to have an advantage? That's my question to you, Smitty. I want to know what the defense can do.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can think of is to somehow try to push the defensive tackle into it, but I still don't think that would work though, honestly, just because of the level.
But we got to be able to jump over the pile, homie. You got to be able to jump over the pile. So Troy Polamalu,
you can jump. You can't jump over the pile. Lupu just kept going off sides.
So they give you a touchdown automatically?
Nah, that was shit we both just learned. If you keep going off sides that close,
again,
you give it to. I didn't know that at all.
We're gonna favor the offense on a rule that favors the offense, and then award the offense a touchdown for the defense trying to stop the play. Now make it make sense.
Now, I did not know that call. We were together. We were, I think, or we were talked about on the show or something. I didn't know that was a real call. I never heard that in my life.
That's my point, though. Like, I'm an offensive guy, but then people will come out and say, "Oh, no, you're an Eagles fan. Shut the fuck up." That's what you are on social media. You have no fucking real insight. You have no depth to the conversation. You add nothing to the conversation. You're just a fan that sees your team having success, and that is the way you lean, according to whoever it was in the chat to start the show when he said, well, you're part of the divide. No, I'm giving you two sides of this thing. I'm a coach. So if I'm a coach, I'm a gray area guy. I'm going to try to stop that fucking play. If I'm an offensive guy that have found the loophole, then I'm going to continue to run it until they stop it, period. No question. But I know that this play will cease and desist when Jalen Hurts gets his fucking neck snapped back and somebody blows up the center finally and snaps the running back or the quarterback's leg and femur in half, or the D tackle gets his neck broke like Chris Jones almost got hurt in that game when this play occurred. But here's the cold, ironic part of this. That's all I want to get to is this. Player safety, Smitty, Roger Goodell, number one push. Player safety. That's what we're about. Player safety. Let's ban the hip tackle,
hip drop
targeting rules, hip drop tackle, targeting rules. Horse collar. Put helmet condoms. Put helmet condoms on.
Low, high.
Yeah, can't hit them low and high. But this is not any health issue.
They don't care about the linemen, homie. They never did, homie. They care about
this. Ain't a lineman issue, homie. This ain't a lineman issue. Just tell you right now, this ain't a lineman issue. This is going to hurt or cripple a quarterback or one of those guys that are pushing the guy. Because I'm just telling you, when you fucking fall pushing that guy, you drop to a knee and you get rolled back and you snap your motherfucking femur or something happens with your neck or cervical vertebrae. I'm just telling you, Smitty, I knock on wood that it don't happen, but that is what's going to take to these dumb fucks to realize that this play is probably the most unsafe football play in football. And it's just so far, it's played in a cloud of dust, Smitty, as you and I know what that means.
Yeah.
And so you just see a ball of shit, and now Roger Goodell and these fucking idiots don't see a guy running 20 yards at 20 miles an hour and having a collision. If they saw that, that's unhealthy, unsafe. We got to change that rule. He dropped the hip at 20 miles an hour, 20 yards away. We got to change that rule. Man, there ain't no fucking difference in that rule and this rule. You're just seeing it in a cloud of dust. And you're going to see a motherfucker roll his shit or get his shit snapped, and we're going to stop the play, and then we'll make up some rule. This is a rugby football play. This is wedge busting. This is old school wedge busting. If we change the kickoff rule, Smitty, then goddamn best believe we fucking should change this rule. Like, come on, homie.
I mean,
this
you're
shit is
making a good
stupid.
point. You're making a good point for sure. I'm not even sitting here trying to disagree with you. I think it's the pride in me, maybe talking as a defensive player, like going back to my athlete, like just my brain. Calling for an offense to ban a play just sound like some soft shit. It just sounds soft. I couldn't picture myself. They need to ban that play. Like the competitor in me would never say that. The competitor in me would say, "Hey, we know what they're gonna do on fucking 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1. Don't let them get there." Like that's my mindset. Like instead of being victim blaming and finding excuses, it's like, nah, find a solution. I'm a solution based person. If I'm on the defense, we cannot let them get in short yard situations. Otherwise, we know they're gonna do this. But again, taking myself out of that zone, which is hard to do, I understand what you're saying. What you're saying is probably right. It is an unfair advantage. There's really no way to actually stop it. Has it been stopped a handful of times? Sure, but it's very, 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 very rare. It's almost a guarantee. If it's 4th and 1, 4th and 2, they're going to run it. They're going to get it. So I mean, listen, I don't. To your earlier point, I don't care that much either. If they keep it, so be it. If they ban it, so be it. It's not going to make or break me. But you're probably right in saying that we should probably ban it because of the unfair advantage. I'll give you that. So.
That's all the thing is about. Like, I don't care about any of that other shit. And it's always crazy. It's always the fan base that benefits from it, that's happy or successful. Like, the other fan base is pissed off and wants it canceled. I have no dog in the fight. I could give a fuck less about your tush push, you fucking weirdo fucking egosexual fucks.
How do you feel about the Packers? Before we move on, how do you feel about the Packers, I guess? Because in your video, you kind of jokingly called them like snitches. Do you feel like that for real, or you just kind of playing around?
Because they already were turned in. They were already turned in before. I mean, not turned in. I don't want to say turned in. It's not a fucking illegal play, a rule that's happening we don't know about. Other teams did this 2 years ago. I forgot who the teams were, but it was somebody else that did it. But see, back in the day, Smitty, when we were younger, right? Rugby plays were banned and illegal when brought up, like wedge busting, wedge breaking, special teams. Tell me what this looks like right here. Boom, right? There you go.
Yeah.
Now compare that to this. Am I missing? Am I tripping?
Similar. The rugby guys are higher, but
well, I mean, what the fuck's the difference? Like, what the fuck's the difference? I'm just saying, what the fuck's the difference? Please tell me, fucking chat gurus, what the fuck is the difference? Like, is this not a rugby play? Rugby was banned in football, in the NFL, in American football, years ago. Rugby-style plays is what they called them. Then the kickoff return was supposed to be too dangerous, taking the wedge breaker out, change it. I mean, look at our kickoff now. I mean, come on.
We had wedges for up until for a while. Though.
I'm just saying. Look at our kickoff rule now, though.
We had fucking. I was part of the way. I have to go back here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Look at the kickoff now, though.
Yeah. They changed it now.
So what have they done then?
Softer.
They changed it, right? They changed the rule.
They changed it. Yeah.
So you're telling me that this is some crazy ask? This is a crazy ask to take away an unsafe rule?
I think where I'm at, baby, is this. I hear what you're saying, but we're on the same side of the NFL. We feel like has gotten too soft when it comes to the rule. At some point, I want them to just say, just stop it. Stop changing shit at some point. And to me, doing this is just enough. It's giving them more ammo to go back in, go find something else. Next year, it's gonna be you can't tackle somebody by the ankles, and then they're gonna find a different way where you can't hit them in their stomach because they're gonna get the stomach flu. And it just at some point we gotta draw a line. But all right, we may not agree, but let's play ball. So I think that's where I'm at. I just don't like the league keep going in and changing stuff every single offseason. They're changing the kickoff. They're talking about changing the kickoff, I think, again, to like moving the touchback up to like the 35-yard line or something.
But you're getting mad at me for saying to change this rule. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying But they're getting mad at me for saying to get rid of this rule, but you're changing kickoff rule every fucking year because it's fucked up. You know it's stupid. Right. Just go back to fucking kickoff and just say chalk it off as a loss. Right. Just say we fucked this up. We're going back to regular kickoff, homie. Like, can we stop? It's stupid. This is a rugby play. It's a wedge play. This is just old school fucking wing tee wedge. And that's what the play is, homie. Let's just be honest. And I'm getting aided and abetted, which I cannot do in the open field, but I can do up close. That is a clear, distinct advantage over my opponent, which by the bylaws of the NFL rules state is a penalty. So why is it not taken out? That's all I got to ask you, dog. That's the only question I have. That's what I'm asking everybody out there. All I want to say, I don't give a fuck about your Eagles. I think you're the weirdest fucking shitbird fan base in the fucking football. And I see one of you motherfuckers in public and you say something stupid, I'm going to slap the fuck out of you. So that's number one. Number two, the Chiefs Queendom is right behind you as another weird fucking fucked up ass fan base. You two are you should play every year in the Super Bowl. They should just mandate it. You two fucking weirdo fucks just play every year because you're the two worst fan bases in American sports history. Like the Eagles fucking won and almost burned down the fucking whole town.
That was lit.
Like I'm saying, LA has some fucked up shit. We do some fucked up shit, but goddamn, you motherfuckers are out. You got everything in one right now in a smaller ass area, way smaller than LA area.
LA spread out,
but small, like right here. You fucking weirdo, fuck you, Eagle fans, you fucking weirdos.
Let's move on to our next topic, though, real quick before we go into some white people shit, black people shit. I don't know if you saw this or not, JB, but Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty has elected to participate only in medical evaluations and team interviews at the 2025 NFL Scouting Combine per his agent. He will take part in on-field drills during Boise State's Pro Day. I know yesterday we talked about Shador not participating in the drills, only doing interviews. You thought it was a bad idea. It could hurt him. What's your take? What's your thoughts on Ashton Jeanty, probably the first running back coming out, I would assume, not participating as well?
Yesterday I was speaking about quarterback play because what does a quarterback do? What is like the number one job of a quarterback? To do what? Throw. Why a quarterback wouldn't throw at a combine blows my mind. Number one, I was speaking as a quarterback. Okay. But I also said on the bigger picture of things, years ago, everybody had to participate. If you were invited, you participated. Why are you invited? Then give up your spot. Like, I want to give up your spot so somebody else can perform and show what they have. I just don't understand. This is a very small invitation, Smitty. It's not like 500 people get invited.
Right.
This is a small invitation. So if you don't participate, can you give up your fucking spot? Can we take your spot? I'm confused. I told you years ago on this show, I've told everybody for years, if you allow it instead of coach it, eventually the younger crew generation will see what you do, and then they'll start copycatting you, and everyone will do it. It'll be harder to get the reins back. We see it in the NBA. We're seeing it in the NFL, demanding trades. We're seeing lack of performing, lack of play, but I want more money, though, but I don't want to play as many games. I'm telling you, dog. And Shador ain't the fucking first problem. He ain't the first guy to do it. And now a big name like Shador, Cam Ward, all these other guys don't want to throw, which, by the way, last thing I checked, throwing was your number one asset, your arm. And you don't want to throw. Like, it blows my mind as a quarterback. Running back, at least I know and saw you take a pounding all year long. And running back versus who you played versus quarterback competition is a completely different animal. And running back, we know the actual position is the most short-lived position in football. So I would demand, actually, and I like Ashton Jeanty, that you do a cone drill. I want to see you do some, I want to see you jump cut. I want to see your burst. For a running back, I do want to see your 20 and your 10, your 20 and your 40 time. I probably want to see it. I'm not with anybody. I'm not with anybody not doing it, Smitty. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not with anybody.
Watch the tape, JB. I just got done balling out all year long. I did jump cuts, I hurdled, I broke tackles, I ran touchdowns, I called passes. Watch my tape. I don't understand. I've always been on the opposite side. I do not understand fully. And you're a coach, so maybe you guys break it down to me better. I don't understand why y'all put so much into these tests when you have actual on-field evidence of how I participate and how I play. You just saw after Jitty destroy college football, played against the number one team in the nation in Oregon at the time, and ran for the 200 yards on him. We just saw what he did against. We saw him play football. That's the best. That's the best way of knowing how he is as a football player. Not running a 40 with nobody going after him with no clothes on because they get down there butt ass naked and keep those tights on to run a 40. That's not even realistic. How many times are you just clear shot, nobody after you, going fast as you possibly can? Head. That's rare. That's very rare for anybody. Let me ask you
this.
How many times as a D lineman am I jumping up as high as I can to slap something? Never. Why am I?
Had nothing to do with that. Had nothing to do with that. So I go and watch. I got 10 game films of Big Smitty at 7A high school in fucking middle of Indianapolis.
Dog.
That plays fucking nobodies. And I got to go see him in person to realize and find out who he's playing against. So I go find Big Smitty and eyeball test him because I've seen him on film, but the film ain't enough. I need to know who the fuck he's playing against.
High school.
So if that is how it is in college, recruiting high school players, why is it not that way in the NFL recruiting college players? Do you think, in all honesty, that fucking Nebraska is a good evaluation on film is the same as the Baltimore fucking Ravens? No. Come on, homie. Can we get fucking real here? That's why I know what the fuck I'm talking about, chat. That's why there's a difference in levels. I don't need to see you play against BYU's 36-year-old Mormon white guy. I need to see you in fucking person and realize, can you make a jump cut, get vertical, and go now? Are you a two-stepper every 5 yards, or are you a three-stepper every 5 yards? That's a fucking huge thing for me in person. I want to see how you're built, Smitty. I want to touch your fucking arms. I want to shake your hands. How big are your hands? I want to see how long your arms are. Can I put your arm out? Put your arm out, Smitty. By the way, this is how I grade D lineman and O lineman. Can you touch my chest? Can you put your fingertips right here while my fingertips are on your chest?
Barely.
You can't. But if an O lineman or a D lineman can't do it to me in person, I'm not taking you.
And that's bad evaluation. That's bad coaching.
No,
I was under-recruited because I was short. Oh.
Smitty.
I shit on Aaron Donald, one of the greatest of all time.
You got to take it from your boy.
The greatest player of all time. He does not.
You got to take it from your boy on this, homie. You got to take it from your boy. I'm not. You got to take it. You got to trust me on this, dog. I'm not taking you, Smitty. If you kick step, and you can't touch my chest with your fucking arm like this extended, because guess what happens when you kick step and your arm's like this? Motherfucker goes right by you because you're fucking 6 foot with a fucking wingspan of 5 feet. Stop, homie. I'm not drafting you, Smitty. Stop. Smitty act like a motherfucker kick stepping. Motherfucker, I need long arms, homie. I got to be able to fucking protect my quarterback. And guess what happens, Smitty? As a D lineman, if you can't touch my motherfucking chest with your arm extended, how the fuck are you gonna get around the hoop and get my QB when my long arm tackle has you?
My boy Sheldon Day is barely 6'1". I don't think he really.
He's an inside guy. Inside guy.
He about to go. Smitty, he about to go into year 10 in the NFL if he decides to come back. So is
he an inside guy?
And there's millions of examples like that in the league.
Smitty, inside guy. Stop acting as you're ignorant. You don't know football, homie. He's a fucking inside guy.
That's what I'm talking about right now.
No, you're not talking. You're not giving these guys context, homie. Inside guys are fucking right here. They're not here. Stop. I'm talking outside guys. I'm talking tackles. I'm talking hand size for QB running backs. Does the running back have a little fucking hand, little baby hand? Is he gonna fumble the ball, little boy? He's got a fucking real man's hand that can hold the fucking rock. You know, number one evaluation process. I heard Merrill Hodge talking to Shaun Salisbury.
What?
They said that Tiki Barber would have dropped if they would have did a better evaluation in person on his what do you call it? What do they call it? Measurables.
Okay.
Little hand, little boy hand. What was Tiki Barber's problem?
Fumbling the ball.
What did they have to do to that motherfucker? They made up a fucking. Remember this motherfucker made up a fucking thing. They had to make up a fucking thing for his little hand boy.
Hold on, no. What type of career did he have though?
No, I'm not saying, but I'm telling you. No, I'm saying they said he would have dropped if they would have did a better evaluation because he got little baby hands.
But he should have dropped, is what I'm saying, because how good.
He should have. Because until they changed, he should have. Until they changed his running style, guess what? He was a fucking bust. He fumbled more than anybody. Smitty, bottom line is, I got to see you in person if I'm going to spend money on you. Like, why is that so hard? If I invited you to a combine and you say I'm not going to do the combine, then I'm going to say I'm not drafting you.
You crazy as hell.
I'm just saying, Smitty, you're telling me that are you going to buy a car without seeing it?
But you saw it. I saw that motherfucker.
Answer the question. Are you going to buy a car without seeing it in person?
No, but these scouts have seen Shador in person and Cam Ward in person. And
it's not the same, homie. It's not the same.
They've seen them throw the ball, especially quarterback. Quarterback is quarterback. Can you throw the ball? Now, again, it's harder at you got to make faster decisions, of course, at the NFL. But you're not going to learn at the combine. There's no real defense. There's no defense.
Smitty, yes, you are. It is. It's a huge difference, Smitty. I'm telling you. You got to listen to me. Yes, you do. I want to see you in person. I saw your film. I saw your tape. I saw your film. Fine.
Or you came to the game as a scout.
Shador Sanders, you got sacked 152 times in 4 years of college football. I want to see why. All right? So I want to sit down with you. I want to see you. I want to see you in person, though. And I want to see. I want to throw a bag at your feet. I want to see how fast your brain triggers that shit. I don't want to watch a game in your comfort zone in an offense that's so fucking simplistic. We run 4 verts, RPO, and what? Zone read on occasion. What? I mean, seriously, Smitty, you act like Colorado's offense is some fucking Mike Morris or something, homie.
It's the quarterback. That's what Washington did for Jaden Daniel. That's your job as a head coach and offensive coordinator, whether it's NFL or college.
Smitty, that film does not tell me the whole picture. I want to see you in person against the best of the best out there, and I want to see, do you have the it factor? Do you know how it is to be around these other elite guys that have been invited? And I want to see you perform on the biggest scale. Even though it's shirts and shorts, I want to see you do this. You didn't do the Shrine game. You you say you're not throwing as a quarterback. If I was a quarterback, Smitty, I want to show off my throwing ability. That's what I do. You're talking about the first overall draft pick, and you're not going to do what you do?
Pro day.
That's fucking crazy. Ashton Genty, you're not going to jump cut and show me that you can go vertical in a combine drill so I can see you in person with your feet and how fast your feet fire. I want to see your feet on the bag. I want to see you catch the ball out the backfield. I'm giving you a possible first-round grade. I don't want to see you in your comfort zone in Boise, Idaho, on your blue turf, around your buddies on a pro day. I want to see you around guys that are uncomfortable being around you. I'm just telling you, homie, I'm going to give you money. It's a different. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't get how it's allowed. I don't get how any position that's invited should be mandated to do everything required of them if they're going to get drafted. Or, Smitty, just scrap the fucking combine then. Like, I mean, this is an asinine discussion, homie.
It's a small select few guys who's the top of the top are projected to be the top of the top, to where realistically it can only hurt them if they do combine. It's the reason why they're not doing it. Their team
exactly.
If I'm projected to be a top 5 pick right now,
That's what it's weak to me.
I'm not about to go do the combine, and let's say I just have.
That's what's weak to me.
But let's say I have an off day for whatever reason. Let's say I have an off day. Now my draft stock lowers. Now my money I'm getting. It just from at some point you got to think.
He's scared. He's scared. He's scared. He's scared. He's scared to perform.
Business, homie. At some point, you got to think.
He's not bad business. He's scared to perform. He's scared to perform. You know why he's scared to perform?
I don't have nothing else to prove. I'm already going.
You know why he's scared to perform?
That makes sense.
Here's why he should throw. His last game on TV, on wax, we call it, on tape, was fucking horrific. He got fucking eerily dominated by a bunch of white boys from BYU. And that's his last time I saw him on camera. I need to see you again, homie. You turned down the shrine. You won't throw in the combine. Your last game was fucking atrocious. And I got a lot of film on you that you were bad in against a lot of inferior opponents. I need to see you in person throw, homie. Or whatever happens in the draft to you happens. And you can drop. Like Shaun King said, you're going to drop.
Well, I won't drop.
Because I'll be honest.
Well, I won't drop.
But I'm saying, why are you scared to perform?
It's not about being scared. It's about just being. What
is it? What is it?
He's talked to his agent. His agent said, "Hey, man,
smart.
you are going to be. You're right now. You're going to be one of the top first 2 quarterbacks off the board. You might be number 1. Who knows? But you're going to be one of the first 2 quarterbacks off the board right now today. You going out here and performing in the combine is not going to do anything for you. Yeah, I'm already at the top, so I can't get no better. The only way that I can go is down for any reason. If my 40s are a hair lower than what they thought, if my verticals are slightly lower than I thought, whatever it is. But we can talk about that a little bit later, man. Let's go to black people shit and white people shit. Brought to you by Winnable, brought to you by Prize Picks. Go there right now. Let's dive into the first thing, black people shit first, and then we're going to go from there.
Seen that nigga pumping his gas from inside the car.
It be cold outside.
How do you get it out? So he pulled up next to it, put the card in and everything. It's too far though. How's he so far away now? I don't see it.
I think he got a real close, grabbed it, and then the person driving pulled out a little bit so he could do this.
I think he's the driver.
Or he originally got out the car, but he knew he had to fill his tank up all the way. He was like, I ain't might be out here for a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Let me go in the car, get a little bit of heat, then do it.
This is 1,000% BPS.
You never been in really cold like that for real, so you don't know.
I've been in the cold for longer than you. Here's the crazy part. See, in the hood, that's what we used to do to get away too, though.
For sure.
We get gas and then just drive off and then be able to bounce if the homie, so that's how we got in and out of spots too. So same shit, all the same shit.
All the same shit. All right, we got another black people shit. Let's see this one too.
Teach my kids nothing. I told them if we park in the handicap and I run in the store and security come and say something to y'all, you know what to do.
I'm not owning that one.
That was actually white people shit.
Yeah, I'm not owning that one.
You're owning it. I mean, it's BPS. It's definitely BPS.
You know what I'm saying? White people shit.
You know what? I'm not mad at that. I'm a hustler. That's a hustle move. I'm not mad at that.
I wouldn't do that. I would just like, my knee. I would I wouldn't act like I'm slow. I would say I got Osgood-Schlatter disease in my left knee, or I tore my lateral meniscus. I would have a crutch with me. I would do the same thing. But
I think that shit is hilarious. And if anybody but Gorion in this chat doesn't, then you're fucking square. You have no fucking sense of humor, and your life's gonna be too short.
You better stop, because your next kid, JB, might fuck around and come out messed up.
I'm not having a next kid. I don't have a next kid.
You don't have, homie. You ain't get your shit clipped. You ain't get your shit clipped, and you nothing in these hoes. So anything can happen, homie. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, you be nothing in these hoes. You be busting these hoes, homie. I heard about you, homie. You get all lost into it. They AE you. You be feeling good, and they get you.
That's what I ever did.
And they lose sight of what's going on, homie. I know.
I'm a visual guy. I want to see it.
So let's go to the white people shit, and then we'll go to our first commercial break before Steve Kim joins to talk a little bit of boxing.
Oh yeah.
That's not going anywhere.
Don't get it. That's white people shit. 1,000%. I don't understand.
Can you break that down? I don't know cars. I'm new
faster.
school. Break that down for me.
It didn't make it. First of all, it's a white person in a Camry. That's not us. That's Asian shit. Second, I don't know why they put that redneck muffler up the glass window to the back. It doesn't make the car go faster. It's not making the car move at all, if you notice. And you're doing it in the snow.
Is this dumb people shit? Is this DPS?
D. Jones, I said it's a Camry. Last time I checked, fucking Camry's a Toyota, right? Am I fucking dumb or what?
A little slow. Hey,
anyway,
man,
I didn't get a coffee. I didn't get a coffee, man. We're going to take a break, 4-minute break. And Steve Kim, the Korean Cosell himself, is on the other side on the realest show on planet Earth. Pound that like, subscribe, become a member. It's Talk That Talk Tuesday. Talk and we will talk back. We'll be back in 4. Gotta listen to this human being talk real quick. I gotta get your take on this.
Please be the person I think
like
it's
my
going to
body
be.
right now, it's like my mind don't know that I'm this big. My mind does not know that I'm this big. So I be feeling like I can do everything. So when I walk in the gym, I feel like I'm fit. Or like if I'm trying to do certain shit, I feel like I can do it. And then I be like, damn, I can't do this. But in my head, I'm like, damn, I can do that. So I'm gonna walk over there. I be going in the gym in front of all those people, 500 pounds in shorts, no shirt. Well, I have on a sports bra, but I don't know.
I love her mentality, man. It starts here. It starts here, Matt. It starts here, Jason. If you don't have it here, then you'll never be able to exceed anything.
Smitty,
Matt.
Why does he do this?
I don't know. Go back to that picture, Bailey. Go back to that picture. Pause right there, Matt. Do you know that she has 2 tri-tips hanging off of her kneecaps? I swear to God, I was like, what the fuck is that? Is that a tri-tip? I want to cook that. That looks like a pulled pork, a whole full shoulder, homie, a full pork shoulder.
Look, as a 330-pound man who understands that, airplane seats are tight and sometimes the world isn't very accommodating to big people, I appreciate the fact that she is at least going to the gym. I ain't seen it. I haven't seen her posting the videos of the gym. She's just talking about it. I'd like to see it. That's number 1. Number 2, are you 2 frozen?
No.
All right, you just stopped moving. That was actually pretty cool. Both of you just paused and didn't move, and I was like, "Oh, we just froze up."
We were locked in.
I can't grasp. I can't grasp.
I know. I'm trying hard, real. I'm trying hard too. I appreciate the fact that she's going to the gym. I'm not trying to fat shame, but I am at the same time. Like, bro, you're mentally ill if you think that, just you can go to the gym, but stop with this fucking parading this around like this is healthy and this I don't feel fat and I feel like I can do anything. Shut up with this. And then the other thing, you're not going after people. She put herself out here with this. She's the one that couldn't fit in the car. She's the one that filed a lawsuit. She's the one asking for a sofa to sit on at the
Breakfast Club.
radio show, the Breakfast Club, instead of a regular chair. She's putting herself in this position. She's the one standing here in this fucking get up acting like she's not 500 plus pounds. This is not healthy. It's not productive. And Smitty, can you defend this shit? You're not going to get shit on by the left just because you go after the fucking the sumo wrestler over here trying to rap. I mean, this chick is ridiculous, bro. This is exactly what's wrong with this country. We're glorifying this fat bullshit.
All I'm saying is this: it's the mentality of her going into the gym is the right mentality. What she's saying is, when I go in the gym, I don't think of myself as being this 500-pound person. I think of myself as a beast who can go here and do any of these workouts until she goes over there and tries it, and she's like, "Oh fuck, I can't do it." So I'm saying that she has the mindset. It's kind of like us athletes. I think if me and Matt lined up right now, in my head, I'm winning every rep. Now that might not be the fact.
Yeah, but
that's my mentality going into it.
Eating's not a sport.
You're going with that same mentality of confidence. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, but eating's not a sport, regardless of what Joey Chestnut tells you.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say
it's not a sport, dog. And Joey, I mean, come on. Again, all the fat people out there.
I'm fat.
God bless you. Don't put yourself in this position.
Hold on, I gotta hear what she said again real quick. She said something very important. She said something here. Let me take a look.
Body, like my body right now, is like my mind don't know that I'm this big.
Okay. I respect the fact that she wants to go to the gym. I do. I'd love to see her in a video at the gym working out. I'd support that. But holy shit, lady. Like, you want to talk about there's people don't know what gender they are. They don't know. You don't think you're this big. When you go to the store to buy fucking clothes and you go, where's the 15-time XLs?
Yo, we back. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you become a member if you haven't already, man. We're growing constantly, and we want to make some big moves this off season. So make sure you continue to do your thing. We can't grow without you. But without further ado, man, it is the second hour, and it is Tuesday, which means the one and only Korean Coach Sale, our main man, Steve Kim, is in the building. Baby, let's bring him in. Steve, how you doing?
Gentlemen, good morning. What's going on?
What up, Steve? Smitty decided to take a week off last week. He didn't want to work, so we took a week off. And
he took a week off. Okay.
Now I wanted to hang out all weekend, man. We was talking, we was watching fights, we were eating, drinking, eating brownies. We were just hanging out all weekend.
I know, man. I wanted to show up. I had his birthday thing, man. I was on the par boat. Apologize. Marcellus said, "What's up, Steve? Thanks for coming out to the boat again." Hey, Steve, I got to show you something. Bailey, put that in real quick. I want to show Smitty. This is real BPS. Go ahead.
All the stuff I do for you as a mother. Literally, I take care of you, I feed you, I cook, I do all that stuff. And all I did, I asked you for your birthday money so that I can pay the light bill. You don't want to give me the birthday money. So I am taking the PS5 back so I can get the money so the bill can be paid.
Well, how you going to ask for my birthday money that I got on my birthday to pay the light bill? And why you trying to take my PS5 away?
Well, you can't play the PS5 anyway if there ain't going to be no damn lights in our house.
You shouldn't have been going out so much. You would have had the money. What happened to the income tax?
Turner, first of all, I'm an adult. Stay out my business. When I come to you as a mother and I'm telling you there's an issue where I need help, you help.
You're going out so much. I'm tired of you going out. You need to spend time.
So, man, you can remove it. Steve, stand on business, huh?
Stand on business, young king. Of course, I could ask, they could ask the father for it. No, but never mind. I'm not going to go there.
Hey, Smitty, that's not BPS. That's ghetto, hood rat, BPS, and the kid is what today's society becomes. Enabled, entitled. So who's in the wrong, Smitty?
That's also fake. It is the skit.
Is it?
Number one.
Sure.
You think?
I think yes. That's my opinion.
Why? Anyway, Steve, it's good to have you after a week and a half or so. I know you've been doing a lot of things. Boxing's going crazy, a lot going on. Football free agency. We got maybe some tagging going on today. Some franchise tagging will happen this week for the next week or so. Where are you at with everything? Miami and recruiting news, USC, top 2 recruiting class right now, supposedly. I still think they're going to be shitty. They're asking Lincoln Riley to get fired already. So where are you at with everything that's going on? First of all, break down the weekend in boxing so we know what's going on there. And you said, Smitty said it was a pretty good fight weekend.
Yeah, I mean, B-Ball, Better BF from Saudi Arabia. We had our fight watch party at Hustler Casino. I thought it was a very good fight. I don't know if it was a great fight, but B-Ball this time I thought held down the stretch a little bit better. Rallied in the middle of the fight. It didn't look good for him. It looked like he was going to get overrun, but showed a lot of character. And I think he did just enough to eke it out. They're tied up in 1 apiece. I think there's probably going to be a rubber match if Turkey Al-Sheikh gets his way. And, you know, Better BF and B-Ball have shown that they're clearly light years ahead of everyone else at 175. 2 of the best fighters in the world. You know, I don't know if they're going to fight again next or they're going to mix it up a little bit, but that was a good fight. Callum Smith, Joshua Boatse, that was probably the best pure 36 minutes of action of the weekend. And then Virgil Ortiz, he really stamped himself once again as a must-see TV fighter. Simply brought too much fight for the talented Israel Madrimov. Shakur Stevenson had to fight a late replacement because Floyd Schofield and his father, they did some shenanigans. And then Daniel Dubois didn't show up to work because he got sick, so Joseph Parker had to beat up Martin Bacoli. It was a good card, though. Very good card from Saudi Arabia.
It was. And that Bacoli stoppage, I know we were there talking about it. It was an interesting stoppage, to say the least. But, hey, you know, shout out to Joseph Parker on that one. So I know we were kind of loosely talking about, you know, a Mexican monster, you know, Benavidez, you know, potentially fighting. I think the winner of the main. How would you see that? Like, is that a realistic? Like, I know it's probably gonna be a third fight with Better Beef and Bivol, but assuming like whoever wins that, do you think they'll probably fight Benavidez next?
Well, keep this in mind. When Benavidez beat Morrell, that was a WBC, some sort of eliminator or an interim, which basically means he's number 1.
Yeah.
And he becomes the de facto mandatory. Now, I don't know if the WBC has to actually say, hey, you're now the mandatory. You must go into negotiations. Until that happens, it's just a ranking. Now, Benavidez with his activity and also his youth, keep this in mind. He's significantly younger than both Bivol, who I believe is 34, Beterbiev is 40. Now, would I make him the underdog against both guys? I would, because he's not the natural 75-pounder. Much Smitty with his tenacity, his activity, and the fact he'd consistently bring the pressure. Now the problem is, Bivol, if he can take the punches of Beterbiev, who's an absolute wrecking ball, I don't think the one punch from Benavidez is going to hurt him. It might be the overall volume. But remember, they've sparred many rounds before in Southern California. They're very familiar with one another. Now, Beterbiev, if he doesn't turn the corner on age, the way David fights inside the pocket, straight up and down, I wonder how he would handle that two-fisted wrecking ball of Beterbiev. Because the one thing that I thought Bivol really showed in 24 rounds is that he's not just talented, he's equally as tough.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of light heavyweights that could have taken what he did over 2 fights.
No, for sure. It was impressive, JB. I wish you could have been there. It was a packed house and a really good fight. I won't call it great, but it was an entertaining fight, to say the least. So,
yeah. Hey, Steve, real quick, I just want to ask your take. The tush push, should it be banned or no?
I remember when it was. I remember what a big deal the Bush push was. Notre Dame, 2005.
Yep.
Somewhere along the way, I think they need to do a better job of blowing the whistle quicker. You know, I don't think these things are supposed to be a rugby scrum, but there have been rules that have been taken back to close loopholes.
Kickoff.
Right, but that's not a loophole. They did that in the name of player safety while they're adding extra games. But my view is I would say you're allowed 1 or 2 people to push in the back, but when you got all, I don't know. I can
The
see
problem
why.
is, Steve, like it's illegal play. Like if I'm running down the football field and you tackle me and my guy comes and pushes me, it's illegal. They mark the ball dead right there. I mean, I don't understand the difference. This is a rolling rugby scrum that that 600 pounds gets to running start because they know the snap count. And the D-line is stagnant sitting there and can't hop the wall. They can't jump the line. They can't do any of these things to combat it. To me, what the rule clearly states, clear distinct advantage is a penalty. And if that's not a clear distinct advantage over your opponent, I don't know what is.
No, you're right. But let's keep this in mind about that brotherly shove. I've seen other teams try to run it. They're not very good at it. The Eagles are exceptionally good. Look at the Buffalo Bills. They could not run a proper sneak. That cost them a Super Bowl.
But they were very good all year. The Bills were really good at it.
Yeah,
I just don't think you do it.
But the Eagles are automatic. They're like 99%.
And Steve, you know and I know, this is like boxing and football is similar. It's very egotistical driven. Coaches are egotistical animals. All of us are. Players are as well, but coaches are even more so. We're not going to steal your play that you designed and run it the same way. We're just not going to do it. We'll do it in 20 years, Smitty. You know what I'm saying? We'll take the play in 20 years and say, oh, we adapted. But right now, currently, the Eagles are the guys that invented this particular play that's being used. Other coaches are like, fuck you. I'm not going to copy this play right now while they're still running it at a high level. And that's what, number one, I'm just trying to tell you, I've talked to coaches and we're like, yeah, dog, we're not taking that shit and run with it. We're not going to copy your shit. Because be honest, I'm just being real, Smitty. Every team in the NFL, if they practice that play like the Eagles do, could run it to the same success rate. I'm just telling you.
I think your quarterback matters. I think there's other factors that matter. Because to Steve's point, all right, so I get what you're saying.
You're not doing it with Aaron Rodgers. You're not doing it with Aaron Rodgers. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, JB, and you're absolutely right. But to Steve's point, there have been teams who put their pride aside and who have tried to copy it, but have just failed. So there's something there too, where it's like, and maybe sure.
Well, the Bills ran it. The Bills ran it 46 times this year. They're 87% complete conversion. Pretty fucking good. I'm just telling you, they run it.
Hurts his size and lower body strength. He's perfect for that play because he's tough and the way he's built.
Yeah, he's low to the
ground. Not that tall, but he's very stout.
But I'm just saying, I would bet dollars to dimes if the Bills and Josh Allen wanted to do that the same way, they would be exactly successfully the same. They'd be successfully equal. Like Josh Allen? Seriously? Come on. If I really wanted to perfect that play, and I just think it's a lot of guys that could do it. I could sneak Kyler Murray's little mental midget ass in behind some shit and get me 2 yards every time. Come on. He might break one. Like, I'm telling you, you can do it. I don't know. I just think it's different. It's just a weird situation. Steve, are you mad, or do you think there's you're soft, or we're soft for the Packers actually being the team that said we need to ban it once again? Because 2 years ago, I think some other teams came forward, right?
Yeah, I mean, look, this is a dog-eat-dog world. If a team has a specific advantage that is very unique to them, I don't blame the Packers. Honestly, I mean, look, it was it was DeQuell Jackson who intercepted Tom Brady in that playoff game, and he felt the football, and he goes, man, this thing is really soft. And they turned him in. The Packers, their job is not to go out there and help the Eagles. It's not.
No doubt.
Yeah. Well, let's go into the rundown here a little bit here, and let's dive into some Miami news. Carson Beck and Hannah Cavender. Is it Cavender? It's Cavender twins?
Yeah, the Cavender.
Hannah Cavender. Yeah, they had 3 vehicles stolen, apparently. And since then, the sheriff's office have arrested a suspect in the burglary and theft of the luxury vehicles belonging to the University of Miami athletes. Steve, you might know a little bit more about this than others. Could you break down the truth of this situation?
Well, what's being reported is what happened. I think some fine young scholars came in and wanted to, steal a car. And whatever happened to the club? I tweeted that last week. Remember the club?
What happened to the club?
In my view, if I'm Carson Beck's representatives, I reach out to the club. That should be the next NIL deal.
Yeah.
Like, seriously. Now we talk
they didn't
about
bring back the club.
NIL.
And pull out stereo. Remember, he pull out stereo, put under the seat.
Pull out stereo. Then you'd have that thing with the cardboard thing to protect your
the window.
windshield.
Yeah,
my mama got a pull out stereo stolen. We was at Walgreens. I swear to God, when I was like 12 years old. When the Walgreens came out, they took the whole snapshot and ran.
And then they would have the cardboard thing with the sunglasses painted on them, so it looked kind of funny.
The sunblock.
If I'm Carson Beck, my NIL deal is, hey guys, I had a couple cars stolen, but not anymore. I got the club. Get yours now. And that they should bring that back. That's a name.
That's NIL. That's NIL.
That's an NIL.
I have a fun. Can you go back, Bailey, and show me what the fuck we got stolen? Can you please tell me that says Beck's Lamborghini and Mercedes are still missing? Is that really what I'm reading here, Steve? A Lamborghini and a Mercedes in college.
Well, he didn't come cheap.
Yeah. You look like a hater right now, homie. He got the money. He can buy it. It is what it is.
Steve, I'm just going to tell you, I'm sorry to tell you and break the news to you. This guy's going to be a total fucking bust.
Not for Miami, he won't. He'll be good in Miami.
He'll be all right.
I'm just saying, I'm talking about long term. Long term, he'll never be legit quarterback.
He's there for 1 year, guys.
Right.
I mean, these guys are cooked. This college game is cooked, man.
I'm with you, but look, he has to be solid and serviceable and be the guy he was in 2023 when he threw for nearly 4,000 yards. Now, there are some concerns about his focus, and does he have to do TikTok? Is this girl making him? I've heard some stuff, and I'm like, you've got to be a leader of men. And
it's stuck. He got a fucking Lamborghini.
Look, I would hope that Mario Cristobal did his vetting, because I would have asked him, are you a first in, last out guy? Because that's what you have to be as a quarterback.
Fuck no.
Well, look, I get it, but the right there.
Yeah.
Put that in the
By the way, Carson, if you make this happen, I need a percentage. That was my idea, by the way. But look,
that's old school.
Carson Beck is going to have some pretty good weapons. I think they might get another receiver out of the portal. He's going to have a very good offensive line in front of him. People do not realize how bad Georgia was outside. Okay, they had about 37 drops last year, which led the nation, and they lost an all-time great college tight end who looks like he's going to be a perennial Pro Bowler in Brock Bowers. And Ladd McConkey looks like he might make Pro Bowls. So he was severely impacted by that. Again, with Carson Beck, is being the quarterback at the University of Miami your number one priority? That's the question.
I don't think so. I think he wants to get in the Lamborghini, whip it around, and show everybody. Because this is the thing, Steve. If you are grounded and humble and have some humility, and you become something that you never were before, meaning money in your bank, a Lamborghini, something Smitty and I probably never were heard of growing up, and then we get that, most of my boys aren't going to know that I have a Lamborghini driving it around. I'm just going to keep it real. Nobody's going to know I have that thing. Everybody knows he has it. He's showing it off. Instead of throwing hitch balls at practice, he's driving a Lamborghini around. By the way, why does that Lamborghini not have a fucking tracker on it? Isn't it about a $300,000 car?
Well, maybe that's the way they found it, though. We don't know. But sometimes, I'm just telling you, the club was good because you could break a window, you could pick a lock, and all of a sudden you get like, God, this thing.
I think some older grandmothers still use those. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've seen one.
I'm just telling you, this generation is fucking cooked. Stick a fork in this whole fucking
a road rage incident. You have a natural weapon right there.
JB, and your parents said the same thing about your generation, homie. Like every generation says the next generation is cooked.
Well, this one's really cooked. This one's fucked.
This is the real.
This is the fucking one. Hey, Steve, it's off the script real quick. Is Cam Ward throwing?
I don't know. That's an interesting argument. There's been a lot of quarterbacks who have not thrown. So
I don't get it.
They won't be the first. They won't be the last. But generally, that was for the clear number one generational talent that you knew. Not guys that still had stuff to kind of show. So, but Coach, what I would do is if you want players to work out during this process of specifically the combine, I would say no one gets to do interviews until you do the workouts. And if you skip one workout, all right, we're just sending you home. You don't even get to talk to the teams. That's what I would do.
I think it's a slap to the process. his face. Like,
but this is the process, though, Coach. This is
then if you're not going to throw, if you're not going to do what the combine requires you to do, then get out and give me something
what I would do,
to
though. If your goals, I would say, right, you could do that after all the workouts. And now here's what I would do. I'd be cold-blooded. As soon as the guy says, I'm not running the 40, I'd be like, yeah, room 232. Yeah, get his shit out of there. Yeah, put it in the front lobby. All right, you can go home now. Your shit will be in the front lobby.
But here's the issue I have. If you're not going to do it from the jump, then replace him with a guy who's hungry that wants to show off his skills.
I'm with you, but, Coach, to be fair, there's still 300-plus other players working out. We're
That's what I'm saying.
on, 5 guys that aren't? I don't know.
I think Shador's scared. He don't want to show off his rag noodle arm. Cam Ward doesn't want to show off. Listen, here's the issue. I think if you got the it factor and you're a quarterback, and guess what you actually do? You throw the fucking football. I don't know why this cat doesn't want to show off his arm and throw the football. That what a quarterback does. Last time I checked, Smitty. We already know Shador's not very bright. He's not going to go in there and check the fucking play and go, hey, let's check to the 3 technique.
We don't know.
Like, he's not. Because I know he's not.
The greatest story ever. It's like a lot of guys don't want to run the 40. Primetime just came out there. His year was at 89. He just rolled up in a limo and said, all right, you want to run the 40? He got into like a sweatsuit and busted like a 4.19. He said, okay, guys, I've seen, and everyone just gave him a standing ovation.
You know what's going to happen?
That was his whole
predict right now. Unless it's because of his daddy and Deion's name, right? And he has an in with Tom Brady or one of these guys that already have told him, hey, we're going to take Shador no matter what at number 2 or 3 or 6. Jackson Dart, guys like Lane Kiffin's guys that are going to go out and throw and compete and show you that this is how good I am. If they go out and get scooped up and these other guys fall, I'm going to be the happiest fucking lark on this fucking planet. Jackson Dart's going to go up, be the first quarterback picked, and because he's throwing, by the way. Lane Kiffin's going to make sure he throws, and that's what's going to happen. Because quarterback guys know what quarterback guys do. They throw the fucking ball. I'm this guy, Jackson Dart. Watch him rise. Watch Jackson Dart rise up the dip.
I am interested in Kyle McCord. I thought he made a significant jump from that shaky, indecisive guy I saw at Ohio State to a guy that is outside of one terrible game against Pitt. I thought had a really good senior year at the Cuse.
Yeah, he did.
He's the guy I'm kind of looking at as the dark horse of this quarterback class, which I don't think is that great.
I think the dark horse is the kid at Louisville.
Oh, yeah, Tyler Shuck. Had a good game
against
him a
lot.
Miami. Big athlete,
yeah, I like him a lot.
4.5. He can run a little bit, live arm.
I wouldn't be shocked if he has the longest career. Out of all these guys, I wouldn't be shocked if he has the longest NFL career of all of them. I think it's the worst quarterback draft I've ever seen.
Same thing last year about Notre Dame quarterback.
Coach, the year of Kenny Pickett being a first-round draft reach was the worst.
I said Jaden Daniels is the best quarterback last year. Is he? Was he not? Oh, okay.
You also said that the guy from Notre Dame was going. You wouldn't be surprised he had the longest career. What's his name with the good hair?
What's year one, Smitty? Smitty, it's fucking year one. He might have the longest career. What are you talking about? Yeah. God damn. Hey, Steve, real quick, I got to ask you, this quarterback draft, if I'm a GM, if you're a GM and you got guys like Pete Carroll flying regular United flights that are upside down on tarmacs, are you going to take a rookie QB at 73 like Pete Carroll would, or are you just living in the free agent pool of quarterbacks this year? Because I don't see a guy that I'm going to really there's no way I draft a rookie in this draft and expect to win right away. There's just no way.
At age 73, there is no 5-year rebuilding plan.
No.
It would not. I keep saying it. It would not be the worst thing for these teams that need a bridge quarterback that know what they're getting into to kick the tires on Aaron Rodgers. And by the way, what is Matt Stafford's wife doing? Stay the hell out of his business. You should stay in L.A. I don't get it.
Is she the one pushing the narrative to leave?
That's what someone is saying. I was asked on, like, is it his wife? Because I heard, and I'm like, I don't care who it is. Matt Stafford has a good situation in L.A. If the money is somewhat comparable, you've got a good team there. The Rams were 12 yards away from beating the Eagles. They're the only team that didn't get blown out in the postseason by Philadelphia. You got a true number one receiver. You got a good running back. You got a great coach. You got a good GM. You got a good young defense. If you want to end up your career, if it's all about the money, I get it. But you actually want to win a little bit and keep adding to a Hall of Fame resume. I think the Rams are the spot to be.
I agree with you. I'm with you.
I agree, but I've been seeing lists out there of the possible destinations that he may end up in, and one of those teams is my Indianapolis Colts. So I'm all on board if Stafford wants to leave the Rams and go to a different city and try new things. And hey, I'm all on board when it comes to Indianapolis.
But Smitty, then why are the New York Midgets on? Why are they? They're terrible. They're an awful franchise.
There's no
Charles
way.
Barkley once said, "Bad team, man, bad team."
Yeah.
There's no way that he's leaving McVay, the play caller head coach, who has a great continuity with him and have won a Super Bowl already and was this close away from winning another one. There's just no way, Steve. I just don't. There's no way.
I mean, if it's just about the money, I get it. But if you actually want to win and not get beat up, I look at the Rams. They've done a hell of a job rebuilding on the fly post Aaron Donald with Fisk and Jared Verse. I kind of think you got a piece or two. Those Rams are going to be a tough out again this year.
Bless you. I agree. I guess the thing is, though, no matter where you're at, there's no guarantees you're going to win. Whether you stay with the Rams or not, he can retire as a Ram and may not win another Super Bowl ever. So at some point, that money does matter. The money does talk at this point.
Yeah, he's made all time. He's third all time in making money in the NFL history.
What do we need to start him a GoFundMe account?
We all can talk about it, but we know these athletes, they want to keep making money. It don't matter.
But I'm saying, Smitty, all things equal, if he wants to have a legacy and one up Aaron Rodgers now, who's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I'm assuming the Rams are not offering him the veteran minimum.
Right.
Yeah, right.
I mean, he's going to be offered tens of millions of dollars. It's not like take minimum wage or $1 million job. There's something in their middle. I'm just telling you, does he really want to learn a new system?
Yeah.
A whole new play calling system? I wouldn't.
Hey, Steve, Cowboys executive Stephen Jones confirmed the team's intention to draft a QB. And, quote, he said, one of our goals is to get a young quarterback in the draft, Jones said. I don't know where that's going to be. Who do you think the Cowboys go after, and why are they doing this right now? And is that going to just ruffle the soft Dak Prescott's panties even more?
Look, what I would do is if I'm the Cowboys, given what I saw last year at running back, Ashton Genty would be my pick in round 1, and maybe a Kyle McCord or Jackson Dart. You move up late or you get him in the second or third. I don't know exactly where the mocks are working out. But is there really a Troy Aikman out there for them right now? I don't think there is. There's not one in this draft.
No. They're at 12. And, again, the second round probably early. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. They'll draft some shitty fucking, Milrow, some fucking scrub.
Milrow. No. Milrow.
That's what they'll do, though.
Milrow needs to be slapped. Or else make him into a utility player. I would use him in a variety of ways. Some at quarterback, some at wildcat. I'd run packages for him, 2-point conversion, short yardage. I'd run gadget plays with like Antoine Andorel. I'm just telling you, if Cordell Stewart played today, I think they'd actually create a whole new position just called offensive weapon. I actually thought he was better off that way.
Taysom Hill.
Right, exactly. That's another guy I'd make him into. Taysom.
Yep.
Is there any shot that the Cowboys blow this thing up? I just can't see another year. And I said this last year, but I said they'll just they didn't do anything in the offseason. Is there any way, though, that they just say, all right, Jerry Jones is like, I'm either going to die or I'm going to die, doing this thing my way one last time. Is there any way he blows this thing up? Micah Parsons, Dak Prescott gets put him on the trade docket. Draft a QB. They got assets. Like, any way they blow this thing up and look for Arch Manning in a year or one of these guys and say, fuck it?
I don't think Jerry Jones has a 5-year rebuilding plan left in him.
No, but I can see 2 years. They got enough talent right now if they just did a few things. Like, I can see them blowing up and getting a few. I don't think they're very.
But Coach, I know it's not the truth, but it almost seems like 90% of their money is tied up in 3 players.
Yeah, Dak.
CD.
Gotta play Micah. Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Micah's not paid yet. Micah's not paid yet.
I know.
I know.
But
it seems that way, and I'm like, I've heard things about Micah that outside of the game days, everything else you just tolerate. I'm just telling you, I heard from somebody that has some sources still in Dallas. They say like if he left, this was the direct quote that I was given by someone that I trust. He said if Micah Parsons left and packed up, there might be 4 people that would really be upset. Everyone else would be like, okay, good. That's what I've heard. That's what I've been told. Just keep that in mind.
I'd blow it up. If I'm one of those Jones weirdos, I'd blow it up.
Not you, Jerry, though. To Steve's point, Jerry old as hell. This is not the time to blow it up, go get a rookie, and think that's going to put you in a position to win.
No. I think they'll get a guy in the draft. I think they'll get a guy floating around. They're not going to get a rookie. I think they draft a rookie, to Steve's point, but they'll get a guy. I'm saying if they were to say, you know what, the Dak experiment's done, we're going to blow this thing up. Put him. Dak would acquire, get a lot in return. There are a lot of people that would take Dak right now in a bad quarterback world. Trust me. There's a lot of teams out there that.
I am leading the campaign. We need to have America's treasure, Jameis Winston, get a job.
Yeah,
he needs to be on a roster. He needs
I thought you would be.
He
on,
hates that, Steve. He hates that.
Why?
I thought you'd be on the right side of things here.
I am. He's hilarious.
And Shaun King, Shaun King, and Smitty being on
hold on now.
Other side of things.
Sean's saying he's elite. And he's
disappointed today, Steve.
No. As a crouching tiger, Jameis Winston makes me rough. He makes me rough. He's hilarious. I don't take this thing too seriously. This is just a game. And this guy is funny. He's irreverent. He doesn't even know he's funny, and he's hilarious.
That's my point.
The guy.
Steve, let me ask you something, Steve. Seriously, we're going to put this in context, Smitty. God damn it. I'm tired of this Jameis Winston shit.
Why?
If I come out there and I'm training with you and your boy right here, Riverside, and we got a young boxer and he's out here and everything you see leading up to training was social media, TikTok dances and fuck arounds and weirdo fucking interviews. And then he shows up late. And you're like, this is going to be the next champ. No, you're going to be like,
that's a horrible example.
No, it isn't. This guy's an entertainer.
This
guy's an entertainer.
There's nothing.
No, it's not. Smitty, why are you dismissing the fact that he is horrific on the football field?
He's not horrific.
That's not
He's
true.
streaky.
This guy interviewed Steve.
You said
Steve, this guy interviewed at 30
earlier. Nah, I'm calling you out. You say he should have been a starter earlier for the Browns over Deshaun Watson. We got you on one screen, that homie.
That's how fucking bad that place is. Yes.
You said Deshaun would have been started earlier. The Browns might have made a playoff run. That's
yes, I did.
You said
yes,
that.
I did.
I'm calling
in Cleveland. In Cleveland. Yes, I said that. What does that mean? Cleveland with a pedophile at quarterback, homie. Yes, I said it. You got a fucking weirdo at quarterback. Yeah, replace him with anybody.
You said playoff run. You said playoff run.
I'm not taking him out of Cleveland. I'm not taking him out of Cleveland and starting somewhere else. Come on, man.
Jameis Winston is a national treasure. He's hilarious. He makes me laugh.
He's just not a serious guy. Like Steve would say.
Okay, well, I'm with you, but I'm not saying whoever gets Jameis Winston's going to lift the Lombardi trophy. But
well, that's my point, though. There's only so many jobs.
Come on.
Steve, it's always so. See, Steve got stuck on the Smitty bandwagon with this guy is such a good guy, and he does these speeches, and he does this shit. You know what?
You'll eat a few W's, and the pregame speeches where he's kind of like looking off, and he's
yeah. He's like this thing.
Hey,
listen,
he'll
throw for 400 yards, 4 touchdowns one game. He'll throw for 4 picks and 20 yards game. It's exciting, though. It's exciting.
It's a grab bag. You just reach in there. You don't know what you're getting with the guy.
So who does he start for? You're the GM, though. You're going to give him money to start for your franchise. No way.
All right, I'll say this right now, and I'm not saying that they should get him. Jameis Winston is still better than anyone I saw with the Raiders at quarterback last season.
Hello.
He is.
I'll take him in Indy right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. He better than AR5.
Yeah, that's all we're saying. Coach, no team with Jameis Winston is going to be an elite team, but they will be something worth watching. They're a complete wild card.
He'll win some games. He's like Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Jameis.
I don't know if I would take Justin Tucker and Deshaun Watson as a combo and trade him for him.
Well, one's a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Tucker is going to the Hall.
Say what you want about Justin Tucker. On the football field, he's a bad boy.
He got 7 more accounts going on. Anyway, hey, I'm just saying. Hey, Steve, I got to ask you, before we ask you one last question before you leave, we got one more thing. What's going on with Kirby Smart taking shots at Johnny Manziel out of nowhere? Have you heard about this story?
No, why? What did he say?
Here it is.
Guys have in common. Speak up. Heisman. It's a good answer. That's actually true. They're definitely quarterbacks. That's the most elementary thing. Heisman, quarterbacks, champions. He ain't champion. Champion of what? Champion of fireball. All right. I'm gonna go here for you. There's Heisman, right? They all had great days versus our defenses. Okay, they both, all 4 of them went off on us in some way, shape, or form. Okay, but the Heisman.
Did he really?
At a clinic speaking, he took some shots. You know, Johnny's gonna bark back. So
I don't know how Johnny can. I thought Kirby was pretty accurate. Look, Johnny was an iconic player. Great year in 2000. I think it was 11 or 12. But he became a punchline. So it is what it is. I don't think Kirby went all. I don't think he went all that out of bounds. You know.
It was uncalled for. It wasn't necessary, but he didn't go in. Yeah, I wouldn't say that was going in. He threw one little jab. Says the king of fireball, because we know Johnny would party and drink. Johnny has admitted that. It's not like he's making that up. He's admitted that himself. So.
If you read some of the stories about the way Johnny conducted himself in Cleveland, it's like Johnny just better be able to roll with it. And I have nothing against Manziel. A great college player. Yeah. Never forget him going into Tuscaloosa. I think it was that November of 2011 or 12.
Yeah, I think.
And just put on an absolute show. Right? And he actually spurred Nick Saban to say they had to ban the no huddle. That's how, all right, you want to talk about changing rules? Nick Saban actually said for player safety, we can't play. Oh, get out of here with that. Anyway, so I don't know. I thought it was a joke. He's trying to be lighthearted. I don't think Kirby did anything completely wrong here.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah. Hey, Steve, Lakers Mavs play tonight after the trade. AD is again, street clothes AD. He's not playing, of course. He's out for like 3 weeks. He pulled his ball sack. Lucas looking like he plays a little better, but I still don't see any defense on this team stopping an OKC or anyone serious in the West.
No.
Are you seeing anything with this Luka trade? Are you happy that you think the Lakers Celtics can have a rematch? A lot of people out here predicting that the Lakers now moving up in the rankings here in the West are serious. I don't believe it. Are you believing this?
Well, I don't really watch the NBA anymore, so.
I mean, I've watched one game.
Hey, why you keep doing this to Steve? Steve tells you every single time you don't watch the NBA.
I haven't watched one game, Smitty. But the trade is out there. Luka's out there. All I'm asking is Luka.
I mean, look,
Smitty.
I think the issue is Luka can't get in front of anybody defensively, and look, LeBron and Luka still are ball dominant guys. The offensive games may not necessarily complement each other all that well. But, I think the NBA has become really unwatchable. And
so you're not going to watch this game tonight?
I haven't watched any game, and I'll probably continue not to.
I haven't watched it either. I just can't wait for LeBron to be gone so I can watch Lakers again. That's all I'm saying. Steve, you got Whitlock?
Yeah, we taped the segment yesterday. We got into a Kobe-LeBron debate about who's better.
No debate.
Interesting discussion. You'd
There's
be
no
surprised
debate.
which side Whitlock took in that debate.
No way.
I'm not saying anything.
I'm actually not surprised.
But my guy Scap Attack made an argument, and then I came off and I made an argument on behalf of Bean. And I'm still
if
not.
Whitlock said LeBron, I'm gonna call Whitlock right now and tell him.
Of course he said LeBron. You know, of course.
Watch the show because I was surprised that I was not the first guest on. But this guy Scap Attack, who? Kobe Bryant fan, Scap Attack, Jay Skapanak. He does a great YouTube channel. I retweet him liberally. He makes some really strong arguments about why Kobe is above LeBron. He has stats. He talks about a lot of
it's not even close.
Context.
So he's about Jordan too, but we're not going to go there.
Well, he thinks Jordan's the greatest player of all time. So obviously he has advanced basketball knowledge because there is no other Michael Jordan than Michael Jeffrey Jordan.
Even Kobe said he wouldn't put himself in front of Jordan.
You know why? Because he has humility, Smitty. Not like your generation.
He learned too much.
He has humility. And you know what he said? The reason he said he never would.
Kobe would call Jordan.
He was first.
Get advice. Like he would blow him up. So like,
the only reason he said he wasn't better because Jordan was first. Jordan was first. That's all he said. That's why he had humility. Unlike this fucking shitty generation, they have no humility. Kobe had humility. He said Jordan was older than me. I'm gonna give it to him.
No, it was more than that. He was saying
Kobe knows he's better. Kobe knew he's better. Kobe knew he's better. Steve. Steve,
thanks for coming on, man. Steve, appreciate it.
Hey, Steve, the Combine's Thursday. Guess what? I won't be watching that either.
I might peek into NFL Network. I might actually peek into that a little bit.
It's not good to brag about not watching sports. I don't get that. I don't get that take, JB. We got a sports show and we come on here and we brag about not watching it.
That's how bad it is. I asked Steve 2 years ago. Let's see if Steve remembers before he leaves here. I asked him 2 years ago. I said, Steve, is American sports dead? And everyone was in here. They're clearly dead. Fucking hockey. Hockey was the most watched thing last week, Steve. Hockey.
I watched that game.
Thank you. That's how bad it is right now out here. It's hard on a player, Steve.
But as long as there is gambling, sports will be alive. That's the reality.
Well, you're right about that, but it'll be shitty sports and shitty gambling. Steve, I'll see you on Whitlock. Right. I'll see you Thursday.
All right. Later, guys.
Later. I'm not watching shit. I'm not watching shit.
You piss me off.
Good.
Don't
you know why Kobe had humility?
Don't come on this show. It's predominantly sports. I won't call it a sports show, but it's basically a sports show. And for 2 years, I'll give you a pass. It's going to stop today. We're going to stop coming on this show and talking about how shitty sports is and how we don't watch it. That devalues your opinion it takes on all things sports when you don't watch it, number one. You're trying to turn our fan base against sports, which is not what we want. We want fans of sports so they can come here to get our opinion as people who played it, coached it, worked in it, and watches it. But when you go in here and say, I ain't watching an NBA game all season, football is shitty, coaching is soft, players are weak, hockey was shitty, I'm not watching the draft, why the hell as a fan am I coming to the Coach JB show with Big Smitty to listen to them talk sports, something that they don't watch? It don't make no sense, homie.
Because I think
asking him NBA questions. We not doing. He don't care. How many times he got to tell you he don't care? Stop asking NBA. He does not care.
He answered it. He answered it.
Same answer every time. He says, "Listen, I don't watch."
I'm gonna keep asking. Keep asking. It's good
don't
content.
Keep asking them, homie.
We're content creators, homie. Here's the thing. Here's the issue.
That grinds my gears.
You and Bailey and all you youngsters over here shaking your head don't realize I have the it factor, homie. I don't need to watch shit, and I know more than everybody in this chat.
That's an ignorant take, baby. That's take.
I don't need to watch shit. I can still know more about the Lakers, the basketball, football, hockey, baseball. I'll know it all because I have the it factor, homie. I can still talk about crazy, I can talk about mock me. I can talk about anything and everything, homie.
Bro,
mock me. I'm
you, bro.
I can talk about the fucking gambling, homie. I can talk about the gambling.
This dude said he ain't got to watch.
I know.
Still talk about it and talk better than that. That makes no sense. How can you not watch it?
Yeah, it does make sense because I have it. I'm sorry.
You ain't watching.
I'm sorry, I have it.
And then come
I'm
on
sorry,
here
I have it,
and
and you
break
don't.
down the game, and you ain't watched the game.
I'm sorry, I have it.
Thing I've heard ever. I don't know what it. Do you agree, bro?
I'm sorry, I have it. I'm sorry, I have it.
Not about it, homie. You can't.
I don't need to watch.
You didn't watch.
Here's City. I don't need to watch.
You can't come over here and be like, man, Luka and LeBron is not playing together. Who's been in the third? You have no idea what they're doing together. If you're not,
well, why do I talk? How do I talk about it and get through it?
You just summarize. You just say the shit in like such a broad way to where like it keeps you protected. It's like anybody can come over here and be like, it's what I do with hockey, literally. I come on hockey. I'm like, yeah, so and so is in the West, and I just look at quick shit just to give me quick bullet points, and I keep it so broad to where it's like, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense. But I don't give you nothing very specific because I can't, because I'm not watching the fucking game. You can't tell me nothing that Luka did because you ain't watching the damn game.
Smitty,
him and LeBron have actually been looking good together, contrary to belief.
Smitty, what are you?
They've been looking good together.
Smitty, what are you?
I'm a black man.
No, what else are you?
Defensive tackle, social media producer at Fox Sports. I'm a married man. I'm younger than you. I don't know what angle you're looking. I'm a good-looking brother.
What's the real thing? What's the real thing you are?
I'm a God-fearing man.
You're a micro thinker. I'm a macro thinker. So that's why I don't need to watch it. I can see 2 clips and know how shitty Luka was. I don't need to watch 3 hours. I could be on the yacht, man, and know more about it than you.
You know you got a yacht, homie. If I hear the word yacht 3 more times this week, I don't know what I'm gonna do. We know you got a fucking yacht. Homie.
I think since we are reactionary content creators, which we've stated, I think we should do a show every Friday on the yacht. That's my personal opinion.
It's not helping the views, homie. You just want a reason to go on your yacht, and I respect that. If I had a yacht,
it didn't help views. It didn't help views. That show was big.
We can. But
that show was a big view.
Homie, didn't do nothing but the views.
That show was still bigger than a normal Friday, though.
Not fucking man. No show. Talking about it didn't do nothing crazy enough. I don't mind going to yacht every once in a blue moon just to switch it up. Every Friday.
You don't want to get up. You don't want to get up.
I'm in the business of money right now. I'm in the business of growth.
I chose the wrong co-host. Motherfucker don't want to grind. He don't want to get up. I got to drive 2 hours. He only got to drive 40 minutes, and he don't want to do it. I chose the wrong cat. He don't want to grind.
I want to grind. I want the grind to it to make sense, homie. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. We just go on yacht, yacht. It's the same reason why we're not in a fucking studio in our other studio right now. Why? Because it didn't make sense. I didn't make that call. You dropped it, homie. So who don't want to grind now, homie?
I thought this show was about like honest, real, truth telling. I don't give a fuck about no fucking clicks. I want to be on the yacht.
That's what I said. And I respect you for wanting to do that. If I had my yacht and I spent all that money,
I want to be on the yacht with the homie. Well, I don't want to be on the yacht with the homie and have Roy with the drone and shit. Hey, Roy came to the party and that motherfucker sent me 3 pictures.
Hey, Roy.
I'm like, Roy, you should have had all that shit. We said,
loaded, I think. He was loaded, homie. Like every time I saw Roy, he was like this. Like I can't really. He was rambling. He was like in a random spot in your house, just like by himself. Just like in the dark corner, just looking. I'm like,
I forgot all about it. I forgot he did send shit to Bailey. I gotta get Bailey to send me some shit. I needed fucking pictures or something. Shit, I wasted that day. Fucking Super Bowl day. We don't got no fucking content on the motherfucker. Bailey was out here for it.
Bailey,
is there one picture? I haven't seen one picture yet, homie. I haven't seen one video or picture from that motherfucker. We had 105 people here.
He wasn't taking them, homie. He was loaded. I think he was off the mean. He was over there chilling. Bailey was hanging out with the baddie light skin with the Steelers jersey, and they was doing all the betting stuff on the wall. It was a lot going on.
Oh yeah, they had a whole like the squares.
The square, yeah. My homegirl, she run the whole little 707. Had the Steelers jersey on, bad tattoo. She was running the whole squares, and then
what she had? What? You fucking knew everything about her. What else does she have? Damn, homie, this motherfucker knew everything about her. Homie, God damn. You know where she's at right now? She's in y'all mother's land.
Ooh.
She is.
It's something about when you say y'all that rub me the wrong way. Like, I don't know. I kind of want you to say y'all. It kind of like makes me want to beat the shit out of somebody. I don't know why, but like she's in Africa. Is that what you mean? That's good. Shout out to Africa. I don't know. JB's starting to. It's like I know JB. I know he ain't racist. He been around brothers his whole life. He coach bro. I know for a fact he not. Like I know for a fact he not. But there's certain comments he make that make me want to like beat somebody up for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know.
Well, anyway, shout out to Erica. She over there. She's over there in y'all motherland. For her birthday, they took her over there.
Who's they though? Her friends? D. Jones said Africa's a motherland of all humanity. Do you research, JB?
No, it's not. Asia is.
Who?
Asia.
We're gonna do a real quick 2-minute break so JB can go take a piss, and then we're gonna come back and we got more craziness of the JB Show with Big Smitty. Don't you go nowhere. Hit that like button and subscribe, y'all. If you're not green, you pissing me off. So Jax, Richard Porter, RNTY1, who else? Kyle Pinnell, all y'all pissing me off. When I come back, you better be green.
Otani's betting specialist will be here right after this. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, joining us now is a man who spoke to every single NCAA college football 2025 team seemingly on the internet. From Last Chance U, national champion, Coach JB.
Yeah, Coach.
What's up, gentlemen?
Coach, just great car, great stick. Thank you for pulling off to the side of the road. Hope you don't get killed here. Honestly, the side of the road, LA, I assume, that's not necessarily the safest place on earth. So we'll make this quick. How do you feel about all of these new coaches now in this NCAA college football 2025 game using your speeches to motivate these boys from one side of the country to the other, Coach?
I feel broke.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Can I get like a royalty or something? Like, Netflix already screwed me. I'm getting screwed by EA Sports now too? Like, holy shit. I hit him up. I reached out to him like, hey, trying to be cordial and nice. I'm a nice guy, you know me.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, EA Sports, maybe I can actually be your video guy, the actual do a real video instead of using my name, image, and likeness.
Oh, shit.
And maybe I can get a little piece of the pie, but nah, it's all right. Just keep sharing my 500 million views of it.
I don't mean to laugh at you, but obviously you are a hilarious, miserable person, and this is kind of is how it goes.
Hey, Pat, I was actually chilling. My back went out yesterday, so I didn't even do my show today. So I just left my chiropractor, and I'm waiting on this damn cigar company to open. They're late, of course. I mean, come on.
Shit.
Okay, so life is good. Last question for me, because I know the last time we talked to you, you had not watched the Netflix series Last Chance U. You said that. You said, I've not watched it, but obviously you've heard from everybody. Now, do you see some clips that come across your way? You're like, I don't remember saying that. And then all of a sudden, oh, I killed that. And do you judge your clips whenever you see them? You're like, I murdered that one.
Nah. A broad came over to the house the other day, and I didn't really want to watch Netflix with her and chill. But she wanted to watch the show. We watched one episode.
Okay.
And I'm like, I can't watch this.
Okay.
And she was like, oh my God. I'm like, I don't want to watch this. It was the first scene of the cow scene or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, they only made about $4 billion off my name on this shit. I'm not watching Netflix either. So I'm spiteful right now, Pat. I don't want to watch Netflix. I don't want to watch EA Sports video game. I'm like, man, and I can't even get 40,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel.
Well, you're going to. You're going to the moon. We appreciate the hell out of you, Coach. Hopefully it'll get figured out, and we know the Netflix and chill thing, what that leads to. Bad backs, chiropractors. We appreciate you. Ladies and gentlemen, Coach JB.
Yeah, Coach.
We are in the building. We got a. You blurry, homie. Camera's horrific. Now I got to buy a cat a camera. It's always, it never ends, man. Fuck. Always, it's on me though. It's on me. Leaders create more leaders, homie. You know Donald Trump's had $1.7 trillion donated by foreign countries already in 1 month. 1 month. 1 month. Crazy, but he's not a leader, you said.
He's the greatest president of all time, man. We ain't never had a better leader, a better president for this country. He's going to save not just America, but save the world. And our world is in a much better place now that he is leading the world, leading the way. I appreciate the greatness that he's done. He's done more in a month than our last 4 presidents have done during their entire terms. And I think it's a beautiful thing that what he's doing.
Really, Bailey, I didn't know that. You knew that stat? You knew that stat line right there, Smitty?
Yeah, it even gets crazier. Before Bailey joined and before Ethan joined, when I first joined, I think we were at like 23, 24. So it's crazy the growth that we've done and the growth that we've done. Huh?
You mean I was at 23?
Yeah, respectfully. And then I joined, and then like
because I did it alone.
Yeah, and it was horrible. And then I joined, and then like Ethan joined for a little while. His mom helped out, and then Bailey joined. And I got shout out to Bailey. Bailey's consistency of work has helped us, our channel, grow faster too. I'm gonna keep it real. Just the constant posting. So shout out to him as well. But like probably the biggest input on the show was probably just you getting a co-host. So that's cool. But let's keep the thing going. So
DEI does help.
Coach JB's top 10 worst franchises, sports franchises, not just football, basketball, anything specific. Top 10 worst franchise all time. Let's get to it.
Ooh, you don't want to know about this. See, this is why I know sports. I know real sports. I'm a macro thinking sports guy. Macro.
Well, let's start at number 10, homie. Let's start at number 10, and then let's break down your quick 2-liners of why each team is on here.
Smitty, you probably never even heard of like the Buffalo fucking Sabres. No, that's not Buffalo Bills, Bailey. Should be the Sabres.
You should have told him that, homie.
You think I didn't write that in the fucking text,
no,
homie?
I think you just typed Buffalo, homie, in the chat. You didn't put the full thing.
Bailey, come on and just accept it and say,
He put Sabres. He put Sabres. He's right. That's
shit up, man. And I do know the Buffalo Sabres, homie, or the ice hockey team.
Smitty defends. Smitty defends anybody against the white man. He just he defended Bailey right away. Didn't even fucking know. I said the Buffalo Sabres. Smitty didn't even saw the Buffalo Bills, and then right away. Anyway, that's supposed to be the Buffalo Sabres at 4. All right, we're gonna clarify. We're gonna. You don't have to redo it, Bailey, but we're gonna go Buffalo Sabres. So cross that out. Buffalo Sabres. Smitty don't even know. He doesn't even know what that is. He's like Buffalo Sabres.
Team, homie, stop. Come on, bro. I'm the biggest hockey fan on the show.
What?
It's a hockey team, homie.
Smitty, let's start with number 10, Colorado Rockies. They've had it's crazy because I remember when they were an expansion team my senior year in high school. That's how crazy this is. 93. Senior year in high school, this team became an expansion Major League Baseball team and have been to 5 playoffs since. So
think about that, homie. I was born in 94, homie. Think about that.
Right. The thing about this, these motherfuckers have been around for 32 years and been to the playoffs 5 times.
I'm 31, homie. That means my whole life. 5 times. Think about that, homie. I love that. Number 9, no. Let's go to number 9 in NBA where you got the Charlotte Hornets. Why are they at number 9, homie?
Come on, Smitty. Why aren't they? So Michael Jordan tried to buy them. That's bullshit. This is another team I remember.
Hold on, that's bullshit. Yeah, they didn't catch that. Keep going.
Larry Johnson was like a staple of the organization. They were an expansion team again. I remember this expansion team. I was in 8th grade.
Yeah.
1988.
Yeah.
They were an expansion team, and then they moved to New Orleans in like 02 or 03, I want to say. They moved to New Orleans, and this team continued to play as the Hornets until 13, and now they're the Pelicans, right?
Right.
And if you look at my list, the Charlotte Hornets basically could be on there twice as the New Orleans Pelicans and the fucking, they are. It's supposed to be. Bailey fucked that up too. Bailey, the Pelicans, not the Saints, homie. Read the text. Hey, Smitty, bring him in. Bring in Bailey.
Yeah, that's on me, man, but fuck. Like, I'm...
Bailey's like...
Hey, Bailey funny as fuck.
Hey, Smitty, basically, Bailey's like, Bailey's like, I got all this shit.
Hey, there's a lot going on. You got these random teams out here. You got teams, the Sabres, motherfucker. He's like, it's on me.
Bailey's like, well, fuck, I don't even know these teams.
It's on me, but fuck, you got the damn
DEI hire a co-host, DEI producer. Look what happened. Fuck me. Charlotte Hornets and the New Orleans Pelicans I had back-to-back, by the way. What?
You said it's on me, but fuck.
You so blurry. This has been a horrible show because you're so blurry I can't see you. You start off bad lighting.
And I'm leaving 15 minutes, too, so.
Oh, yeah. So we got this whole 15-minute segment right here to do this. Charlotte Hornets moved to New Orleans. They're the Pelicans now, and they're number 8. By the way.
But the Hornets are back now, too, though.
Yes, so they're two franchises. That's why I have them on there. Yes, that's why I have these motherfuckers on there. Yeah. They're fucking horrible, by the way, both of them. So, yes, those are the two teams I have on there. Those first 3 right there are just horrific. Now, let's get into the Detroit Lions. All you fucking fair-weather fanboys will be in this chat talking about the Lions have been the best team in the NFC the last 3 years. Shut the fuck up. What have they done ever? They ain't been to a fucking playoff since Barry Sanders fucking finally beat the Cowboys in fucking 90. They haven't done shit as an organization. They're in number 7, the Detroit Lions. Horrific franchise in the history of things. Washington Wizards, Smitty.
Ooh, what about Gilbert Arenas, homie? Caron Butler. This show crazy as hell. JB froze. His entire internet just must have shut down. My camera will not. Usually when I lean in, it gets back clear. My camera won't fix itself. I'm going to just keep going, I guess. I mean, y'all got to wait until JB come back. Hopefully he can come back. We're on the phone with him right now trying to get things figured out. While y'all wait, no, I want to hear from y'all, though. Y'all tell me, what teams would y'all have? What franchise would y'all have on your top 10 worst list? Put it in the chat right now. I'm going to say your name, and I'm going to call out whatever team or franchise you guys name. I see James Menez says Cincinnati Bengals not on the list, but the White Sox on recency bias. Okay, all right. Lenny Morrison says Seattle Mariners suck. Exciting White says Orlando Magic ain't done nothing. They did go to the NBA Finals, though, against the Lakers. And then in the 90s, they went to the NBA Finals with Shaq and Penny, too. So that's kind of tough. Kung Fu Hillbilly said Nets. Rudy Geese said the Knicks. So we got both East Coast, New York, Brooklyn, whatever teams right there. The black 70% or NPC said the Jacksonville Jaguars are number 1. He might have a point. What has the Jaguars ever done? I'm trying to think. Like in my life, I'm trying to think the best teams when they had Fred Taylor and Maurice Jones-Drew. But even them, they were decent. They didn't really make no real noise, though. Has the Jaguars been to the Super Bowl ever? That's a good poll. That's a good trivia question. At least for my generation, because I don't remember the Jaguars being Super Bowl ever. I don't think they've ever been there. Now we got some haters on here. We got people like this guy Joey who want to say my coach, but we know the coach is one of the better franchises. Honestly, if you look at the history with Peyton Manning, Marvin Harrison, those teams, those years, been to multiple Super Bowls, won multiple AFC championships, 12, 13, 14 game winning season. Stop it. You're just a hater who's trying to troll me. I'm not gonna let you win this one. I see a lot. The Texans have never made it to an AFC championship. Keep that in mind. That's true, D. Jones. The Texans is one that I would consider having on my list. I might put them even at number 10. I'm not even going to entertain the Ball State ones because we know what that is. But nah, these are some good ones, man. I'm not mad at JB's list having some of these teams I'm looking at. Obviously, he has the Jags, the Browns for sure. Chicago White Sox, man. I might, maybe I'm biased. I'm more of a football fan. I might put the Browns at number 2 above the White Sox, and then the Clippers at number 1. That's tough. Is the Clippers really not? Clippers definitely on the list. I know Clipper Darrell, if he's watching, he's pissed off right now, but the Clippers have to be on the top 10 list. But are they a true number 1? I don't know. That's the tough one. It's hard to make these lists right here, man. But because there's so many different storylines and franchises. But overall, I'm not mad about this list. But JB did have us in a chokehold having the damn Sabres on the list. None of y'all, anybody 30 years or under, 35 or under, none of y'all heard of the Sabres. Let's keep it all the way 100, y'all. So we're gonna do a quick commercial break, and then once we come back. JB might be back. He may not. His power went out. I don't know what's going on. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Worst case scenario, you'll have me for another 10 minutes. I want to touch back on tonight's big-time game because I never had a chance to give my take on how tonight's Lakers and Mavs game is going to go down. And for all the betting people on here on BetUS who want to make some money, listen to Big Smitty because I got some information for you. So we'll be back in 3 minutes. Let's bring up what Mel Kiper said this morning on Get Up on ESPN. Jamie's going to love this. Check it out.
Get up from there. Now that we've sort of set the table for exactly what your problem is with it, how would you try and solve it?
Well, I grew up with the best of the National Football League, 60s, 70s, into the 80s. You're talking about deep shots, right? The go route, the 9-route post. You're talking about Terry Bradshaw in a Super Bowl hitting John Stallworth. You see Leroy Irvin diving, right, just off his fingertips. There's the receiver. They laid it out there, right? Hit the receiver in stride, 65-yard touchdown. It's a beautiful thing to watch. That's what I want to see brought back to the National Football League, okay? Check down kings, bubble screen sensations, boring football. Game manager, I get it, but I want to see those deep shots. That's what the NFL was built on. I grew up with John Unitas, Fran Tarkington, Ken Stabler, Darryl LaMonica. You talk about quarterbacks, Joe Namath. It was just right. Brett Favre when he was doing what he did. Burt Jones with the Baltimore Colts. You think about those quarterbacks who would throw the ball down the field. I'd say what Bradshaw did with Stallworth and Swan, Roger Staubach. That's what I want to see brought back. Say, well, you can't do that, right? Well, you got a 5-yard rule with the cornerbacks, right? The Mel Blount rule, right? Now with the push thing with Hurts, you got to be a yard back now. So don't tell me you can't have those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage than they are. I was at games where I'm thinking, hey, too high? They're out in outer space. I couldn't even find us. They're playing with 9 guys, right? Where are the other 2? Oh, the other 2, they're so daggone far back, and even though they're part of the damn play. I'm telling you, we got to change this thing, and we got to have, hey, you can warn them. They come up, hey, guys, you got to get up a little bit, right? You're too far back. Warn those safeties, but you got to figure out, competition committee, somebody, Dano, somebody's got to figure out what that depth is, but it's too far back right now. The NFL is being ruined by these too high safeties.
I'm dying, homie, watching that ESPN, dog.
Yeah. I know I argue with JB a lot, but Not on this one.
There's,
Not on this one.
there's no way, homie, that was just said.
That was just said, homie.
There's no way that was said.
That was just said, homie. He said they gotta make a rule to where the refs will force the safeties to be closer to the line of scrimmage so we can see more deep threat, the big time plays that he used to see when he was growing up in the 70s and the 80s, homie. I can't even, as a defensive player, homie, I can't even begin to think of how to respond to that.
Bailey, can you take me to the board?
Yeah, we back, baby. We back. Listen, if you haven't hit that subscribe button, I need you to do that right now. Not later, not tomorrow. Hit the subscribe button right now. And if you're not green, we got beef. Become a member right now. Oh, I got a little too much body butter on my face, but I just heard some breaking news sound. What is going on, y'all, in the breaking news world of Gray Box?
You there?
JB's here, I think. Can you hear us, homie?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, it's a little bit of a delay, but we can hear you. Can you hear me?
No service, but this fucking power back. I hear you. It's just so bad at service.
Why's your power always going out, homie?
I don't know, homie. I'm so fucking irritated. It's gonna make me move out this bitch. I'm telling you right now.
You should come to LA, and now we can do something in person more.
You know, when you're from the hood, you automatically think you didn't pay the bill.
Right.
And so you call your neighbor and be like, hey, your power out?
You're right.
You hear me?
But you definitely paid the bill because you got your lights automatic. It comes out of your account. So you good on that side. But you might need to move to LA, homie.
Hey, so yeah, when you from the hood, you're like, damn, did I pay the bill? But nah, the whole block's out again. No notification, no nothing, homie. It's fucking a joke.
It's a damn shame, man. Unprofessional, not prepared. You should have known. They probably sent a note in the mail, but I'm gonna give my Lakers take real quick, man. I think the Lakers are gonna beat the Mavs tonight. I think the score is gonna be somewhere around 112 to 96. I think Luka's gonna get a 40-point triple-double. And I think it's going to be a sold-out crowd. It's going to be nuts. I think everybody should watch tonight's game. 40-point triple-double. Go to BetUS, put some money down on it, and Lakers will win 112 to 96. You heard it here first from Big Smitty. When it happens, you ain't got to praise me. I'm not looking for praise. Just know that I was right, and I'm looking out for you. So remember that score. That's all I got for you. Jason, based upon right. AD's not playing. The Lakers will play the Mavs again, I think, in, I want to say, April. It'll be in Dallas, so that'll probably be a big game, too. Luka's first time back in Dallas, and we would assume that AD will be healthy at that point, so that will probably be an even bigger game, closer to playoff time, too. So, but still, tonight's going to be exciting to just see him go against his old team. So, yeah, it should be a fun one. But, JB, your signal's so bad that I don't know if you want to, I got to go here soon. I don't know if you want to just try to just wrap the show early and just try to figure it out, or I don't think there's no point of you trying to stay here on the phone here. I know your back is hurting.
Why? Yeah,
Why's your back
it's
hurting?
so bad. No, it's so bad. The service though, it's just a fucking shithole, man. Fuck.
For all the audio listeners who can't see, JB's outside in his backyard with his cell phone. Horrible signal. We can barely see him.
New whip.
You know the irony in this? All the fans. I do like that new car. It is clean. But you know the irony in this, y'all? JB was talking shit about my camera, having to give me a new camera. It was blurry, this, that, and the third. Literally 30 seconds later, this is how God worked for me. He's so for God's the best comedian. 30 seconds later, JB's whole power went off. And now his camera looks horrible. We can barely hear him. I love it. He got the MAGA flag up. No, I'm just playing. He got the American flag up, of course. But listen, y'all.
The black folks associate American flag with MAGA. Black folks associate American flag with MAGA.
Because most of y'all people who got the American flags up and like super duper love the country, most of y'all are racist. The ones that like super pro America, like I love America. Don't get me wrong. I'm from here. I live here. It's been great to me. But y'all who like super in love with America, a lot of y'all are racist. So that's why we correlate the two. But listen, y'all, I'm about to go because I got a big time meeting at work. JB Center was gone, so I'm gonna just go ahead and make an executive decision as the co-host and 35% ownership of the show. Boss, I'm gonna make a boss move and go ahead and end this show early. But I hope y'all have a great Tuesday. Go get some tacos. Go get some tequila. Matter of fact, don't get no tequila. It's time to get your summer body ready. Don't wait till June. Don't wait. This is the time now. All your vacations you got coming up, the pool parties are coming up, the work you put in today will determine how you look tomorrow. So no tequila. Get some tacos. Those tacos are cool. Get some chicken tacos, some fish tacos, some pico, some lettuce. You know what I mean? Keep it light. Hit that gym. Drink your water. Have a great day, man. We appreciate y'all. And we will see y'all tomorrow with more guests, bigger topics, and you get to see this smile. Y'all have a good day. Peace.